Hello and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. We are... I hope everyone's had a great week so far. I normally plays on Thursday, as you all know. So it's that time of the week again. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I always double check to see if the mic's on, because you never know. Okay. Yeah, the mic appears to be on. Okay, so what do we, oh, okay, so we are, okay, as the title suggests, we are currently in the, we're not at the palace yet, but we are basically at the, mid-jit part of the game, and we're just waiting for our contact, Alibaba. Okay, so I guess the rest of the, what do we, okay, can we go outside? Wait, I always do this at the start of every stream, because I forgot to do it last time. Check our stats. Okay. Definitely close to improving knowledge. Getting somewhat close, and definitely close to kindness. Okay. I still think guts is what we want to focus on for the time being, just because that's the kind of what we need to do. Okay, let's okay. So first things first. Wait,
let's do it.
Wrong button, I keep forgetting the buttons. Now, there we go. Oh, okay, I think we can't leave, right?
Hey!
Right, so this, okay, so I think last time we ended on like a cutscene, sort of like process, and I finally saved the game. Yeah, because like, Sojourner's not even here. I guess what we can do is like one of the basic tasks. Okay. In that case, instead of going to sleep right away, there's still something we can do, right? How's the plant going?
Nice.
Healthy for now. We can make tools. You can watch a movie. Can we watch a movie?
Oh.
Oh, yes, we can. Oh, I can read a book as well. Or to study. We're close to improving our knowledge, so if we... No, I still think reading is best saved for trains, because that's like that's like a free slot, right? That doesn't take up any time at all. We're probably still better off using our time for things we can only do during this time. I made tools for a while.
Oh.
Okay, I think we'll play a game. Starfornius, which is a retro spacing, makes you okay, that's good. Well, you know, we'll give this a go. I never really bothered with retro games in the OG, but let's give this a go. I've been told you can actually play the games now.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start Starfornius. This game's about space battles, huh? So I guess the little thing here is your spaceship. Whoa! You're blasting away the enemy ships one after another. Not bad for a beginner. Oh, there are no more enemies on screen. Did you win?
Hey, wait!
What the heck? That thing is huge. It must be the boss. Hey, I think you're supposed to aim for the core in the middle. Try focusing the fire there. Oh, okay, so we do have to do something. So press X enough times before the timer. Oh my god, okay, well, alright then. Oh my god, what? Okay.
Nice!
Amazing, it's blowing up.
Hey!
Wow, you actually managed to beat the level. I'm impressed. I bet jumping to enemy barrage increased your guts. 1, 2, 2, nice. But that's not enough to increase our guts to the next level, but hey. I think 4 is what we're aiming for, right? Because 4 is what we need to actually finally start EY's one, right? Because I think that is... sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah!
Wow, it's getting late. Let's head to sleep soon, okay? Why haven't the Phantom Thieves said anything? Having your money stolen sounds terrifying. It's unsettling not knowing what they're going to do to us. They're declaring their victory? What does that mean? I really wish they'd stop that.
Good morning.
Hi! Every day is so hot. I empty my water bottle so fast. By the way, summer break is coming up. Can I ask what your plans are, Senpai? Got nothing. What about you? What about you?
So, anyway...
I'll be mostly doing training with the gymnastics team, and if I have free time, I'll be doing self-training. Oh, would you like to join me, Senpai? Whenever you're available would be fine. Oh, the trainer's here. Let's get going then.
Hey, your phone's buzzing.
Oh boy, I bet it's... Did Alibaba message you?
It's just Luigi.
I thought it was gonna be Alibaba, yeah. Nothing? Let us know ASAP if he tries to get in touch with you, okay?
Ryuji again? He just never shuts up, does he?
Oh no, this time it's Alibaba. Good day. Good day to you too. Ah, you responded today. Once again, I am Alibaba. You are the leader of the Phantom Thieves, correct? Who are you again? I already said I am Alibaba. I take it you received the calling card?
So it really was from this guy.
Are you at school right now? Who are you again? I'll answer that question as many times as necessary. I am Alibaba. Now then, I have prepared the calling card for you. When are you going to steal it? Who are you again? I'll keep answering if you insist on asking. I am Alibaba. Aren't you able to steal a heart as long as you have a killing card?
Tell him. We need the name of the target.
What's the target's name? A name? Is your heart thievery truly impossible without such information? It is. I see. I suppose past calling cards did have names on them. One moment. Very well, I'll tell you. I believe the name was Futaba Sakura. If you fail in this mission, I'll expose your identity to the world and to the police. Well then, I'll be counting on you. We shall speak again after the change of heart. Who was Futaba Sakura? And we do not have a response. Gamley, hello.
So he threatened you, then just took off?
Yeah.
Sakura? I feel like I've heard that name before.
We definitely have.
In any case, we should let everyone know about this.
It just occurred to me that Ans is in front of us while this is all happening. Just minding her own business. Your new PC will be here within the next element. Oh, that's exciting.
We're gonna get reported if we don't do this? What the hell?
Futaba Sakura? Wasn't Sakura? It's Boss's last name!
Yeah. Although I do wonder about this because, like, is Sakura a very common surname in Japan? Because, like, I think, I'm not sure about this because I obviously don't deal with, like, too many Japanese people on a daily basis, but, like, I feel like it seems plausible that it's common, but I guess, I don't know. I guess it's not like the equivalent of something like Smith, where like, oh well, that we don't know about that. There's so many Smiths out there. I think like John Smith is probably like considered the most common combination of names. Maybe not like in general, but like I mean like in terms of like at least in the UK, I assume. That's why, like, I remember, like, with Doctor Who, that's why every time he had to use a pseudonym, he would use John Smith, because it's such a safe name that you find the phone book, and then you wouldn't be able to track this person at all. So, but at the same time, maybe Sakura is not a very common name. It feels like it should be, but it isn't. Because Sakura is cherry blossom, right? Anyway, it's Boss's last name.
Does he have any family?
Does he?
We've never met them, if we had.
For reals? How laid back are you?
Yeah, how do you not even know this? You've been living with this guy for like, what, 6 months? Maybe 3, actually. Actually 3. I think we started in April, right? Hasbro just realized, so stats from D&D Beyond, and the most common character name is Bob. Ah. Bob. Yeah, I can see. I don't know if Bob is the most common, like, name in general. Like, I feel like if you're going by D&D characters, I can imagine people naming their character. Like, Bob is a very commonly known name, and I think Bob's is a fun name to. His name's Bob. I'm not sure if Bob is like the most common. Like I guess there's lots of Roberts out there. Bob is supposedly short for Robert. In the same way, apparently, I never. Okay. Bob to Robert, I kind of get. I never understood Dick to Richard, because like Dick has always been short for Richard, which has always been. You know, people named Richard have had to go through their childhood being called Dick, but like, I don't know. That one makes a little. I guess if Bob is Richard, then it makes sense for that. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a name etymology expert, although I wish I was.
Wouldn't you normally be introduced at least? I mean, you are living at his place.
Technically, we live at his cafe, not his house.
Well, his situation does make things difficult.
Calling card was delivered to Boss's house. It'd be more natural to assume this is all related.
That's a good point. It was hand-delivered, right? Etymology is a very interesting... Yeah, I love learning about etymology because it just... knowing the origin of any word, no matter what it is just always fascinating. You always get a cool story out of it. So, yeah, etymology is really cool. I always enjoy reading the etymology section on, if available, on a Wikipedia article. Always fun.
One of the reasons for that is because Alibaba mentioned nothing about which Futaba Sakura.
That's even good. That's a good point.
Perhaps he thinks that the name alone is enough.
That makes sense.
I believe it's adequate for us to think that this is the doing of someone close by.
I see.
I don't know how Alibaba got a hold of his smartphone information. However, since he's ordering us through chat, I do feel as though he's taunting us.
Just like my chat, taunting me. Since you've been about 12, you had theories like concept of nothingness. Ooh. That is interesting.
You mean this might just be a prank?
I don't know about that.
I mean, look at his demands. Pay me if you don't want me to leak who you really are. That I'd understand. But he's telling us to steal someone's heart without explaining why.
So we're being tested.
Who was a philosophy major? Oh, that is interesting. Metaphysics.
Regardless, I think we should ask Boss about Futaba Sakura once.
That's probably for the best. There's nothing else we can do at the moment, and Chief might have an idea on what this is about too.
I'll check the school's roster just in case.
We must make sure Boss doesn't figure out who we are. We'll have to go about this cautiously.
How would you ask that question? You'd be like, hey boss, do you know who Futaba is?
What's up?
Oh man. Who's Futaba Sakura? I want to meet Futaba. Oh man. Both of these feel like they're not going to be a good... They're not going to lead to a place that's like a pleasant response, but I have to say one of them. True nothingness can't exist now in reality. Nothing we have simply... That's a good point, yeah. I think for true nothingness to... I'm no expert, obviously. I'm obviously not qualified to speak about this, but like I can sort of understand that. Like, in order to have true nothingness, it seems like we would not be able to exist in order for true nothingness to be possible. The fact that we exist as a being in some form means that we cannot ever truly achieve nothing. Right? Okay, cool. Exactly. Cool. Okay, I'm glad I you know, I guess it goes without saying though. Alright, so who's Futaba Sakura? I want to meet Futaba. Who's Futaba Sakura?
Why do you know about that?
How do you know that name? Yeah. Suspicious.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Okay.
I'm going home. Make sure you lock up the place.
Looks like it's a hit.
Yeah, he knew. It wasn't like a, who? It was like a, why, how do you know that? No. So yeah. Scientists have proved it. They created a vacuum and directed energy to it, and it created matter, only a few atoms, but still matter from nothing. Damn, that's actually really fascinating. That's the side of things I wouldn't have understood, but I wouldn't have known by without you know learning about it. But oh wow, yeah. Oh, I just remembered. Ren, were you able to ask Boss about Futaba Sakura? He didn't want to talk. Could there be a reason as to why that was? Alibaba might be our only hope of defeating Medjed. I wish we could get some info about Futaba out of Boss. But trying to force it out would probably have the opposite effect. To be honest, I owe a great deal to both Boss and Ren. I don't wish for this to be a source of discord between them. Yeah, I know. Oh wait. Yeah, I know just what you mean. It's probably best to wait for Boss to bring up the subject for himself. I don't think he will talk about it though, right? And another day where I don't think we can do anything, right? Trying to leave?
Hey!
Nope! Okay. I guess, guess we can keep playing the game.
Oh!
Oh, I will finish Star Fornius.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, new type of enemy. Make sure you aim carefully before you try to shoot it down. Good, good. It looks like you're on track to beat it. Oh, there aren't many enemies left. Is the boss coming up? There it is. That's a lot of tentacles. Can't hit the core without destroying them first. Ah! Ah, yes. Okay. All right. Ow. It isn't.
Yes!
It isn't very often that you have to tap a button so many times now. I feel like that's a very I don't want to say outdated, but not a very common. Or maybe it is. Maybe I just don't play enough games where you have to do that. But like, oh man, I don't know if any of you have played Banjo-Tooie back in the day, but like, there's one particular, admittedly optional side quest. It's not really a side quest; it's more like an objective, where you have to race against a canary lady, and quite. P5 Strike is all about, but I guess okay. Well, that's not as fast. Like you don't have to like tap it like at the speed to within 5 seconds. That's just any game really, because it's a Muso game, right? So it's like that's pretty standard. But what I mean is like you have to like tap. You have to tap the. So back in Banjo-Tooie, you had to like tap the button, the A button, really, really fast to move faster. Now here's the thing that really annoyed me about that, though. And I think a lot of people have talked about this, but I'll just explain for those who don't know. The problem was the fact that the race had, what do you call it, rubber band AI. As in, the better you do, the better the opponent does. So I had to think of a strategy. I had to think of a strategy which was like, I'm going to tap it slowly so they don't move fast, and just and then at the very end of the race, I just go crazy and tap it hard. The problem is that I've done that. I did it so many times, and then every time I sped up towards the end, they would immediately pass me. Because they got better, because the game realizes, oh, you're tapping faster. Okay, we will tap faster too. And then I would never win. So eventually I got fed up. I got so fed up one day, I just decided to just tap it like crazy the whole way through. I did not stop. It was at least a good 5 or 6 minutes. I won, finally. But I don't think in any universe should a game ever make you do that, because my god, that was horrible. This was okay, 5 seconds. But you know, that is probably the worst. Probably the worst. Like I consider Banjo-Tooie a good game. I think Banjo-Kazooie is better, but Banjo-Tooie is still very, very good. But there's that one bit in it. Admittedly, it's optional, but if you want to get 100%, because why not? It was easy at 100% in these games back then. Well, I say easy, but like, you didn't have to do too much. No, it's not worth it. I think QTEs have mostly disappeared, right? Aside from maybe some of those, what do you call them, like... I'm pretty sure QTEs are still in, like, maybe... I haven't played some of the new, what's the company that makes all the, like, the sort of, like, you know, they did, like, Heavy Rain. What were they called again? They did, like, what's the name of that, Detroit Become... I'm pretty sure they still do QTEs, right? But then again, that's basically the gameplay. Until Dawn does it as well. But I think in general QTEs have sort of disappeared. I know like Resident Evil 4 had a lot of them back in the day, but then like the new remake didn't include them for good reason. Because all QTE... Oh really? I see.
Hey!
Wow, you actually managed to beat the level. I'm impressed. Alright, we got 2 guts. Alright. We are still staunch. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Yomaganda, ahoy ahoy.
Yo.
Yo.
Tomorrow's the end of the first semester, but we still got all this lame shit coming up.
If you don't take care of this lame shit, you can kiss your summer vacation goodbye.
I don't know why it's so funny to hear Morgana say lame shit. How art thou? I was gonna say thou art good. I am good. That means you. But I hope you are good too. Yeah, I'm good. But it's so hot. My God. I don't know if you can hear the fan blowing today, but for some reason my microphone settings keep changing by itself, and now I think it's more sensitive because I don't know if you can hear the fan. The fan is not good. Oh no.
Oh yeah, about this Futaba Sakura girl.
Uh-huh.
If she's related to Boss, think people living nearby would know about her?
That's some keen intuition coming from you, Ryuji. You should have made use of that on your exams.
I never want to think about exams ever again. Anyway, asking around in your neighborhood might be the fastest way to figure this shit out. Then again, I doubt it'll be that easy. It never is.
I don't know. We found out about a cat person from that. Unseasonably warm here right now. -1 degree. Oh my god. And a super bad medical episode? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough, buddy. Summer vacation starts the day after tomorrow, but don't forget. There's an urgent assembly on Monday. We'll be... Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I remember that. We'll be taking attendance. There's been an unusual number of strange incidents this year. Don't do anything stupid over break. Got it? Don't go someplace shady like the red light district, and don't go to the beach after dark. I want to go to the beach. I want to jump in some cold water. Me too, buddy. Seems like we won't be having fun on our summer break for a while. Bring everybody. breathe is 46. Oh damn, that is bad. Yikes. Temp should be in the -20s right now. So -1's not so bad then, right? You know, relatively speaking. I guess it's the middle of winter for you. Middle of summer here. Humid New Zealand summer. Ryuji might be right. We didn't have a single clue. Might as well try. We've got nothing to lose. Let's head to Yongen and gather around the neighborhood. Oh, let's talk to the old man here who seems a bit grumpy. Hi. Futaba? Futaba? Yes, I know that name. Heard it somewhere before. Ah, yes, that was the name of the teacher I had a crush on back when I was in elementary school. Let's ask some other people too. Hot humid or cold humid? I think I mean, okay, like cold humid feels like you just stepped into like, I guess like we get very humid cold winters, and this feels like every time you like you sit down and you feel like you've just been in a swimming pool or something. You feel like you're submerged in water even though you're not. Hot humid is just, oh god. This fan does nothing. All it does is push hot air around. I guess it helps because technically you're blowing the the air on you, and by default, that, you know, you feel like that. You feel it on the surface of your body. The moment you turn it off, it's like you're suddenly you're in heat again. Oh my, that's not the right term. You know. Oh my god, bad choice of words. Man, I can't believe it. Being in heat. Oh man, oh, like that. You're within the heat, not you're in heat. Oh my god. I feel like I feel like if learning English as a second language, that might be something that slips people up very easily. There's some things you just can't say. Oh dear. All right. Oh god, why was I talking about? Oh, that's right, the actual humidity, the heat. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to other people. Hello, ma'am. The neighborhood housewife. Gotta go now. Okay, Yomagana. See you later. Hope things go better for you today. Have a good day. Sakura-san's single, right? I thought he didn't have any children. Let's ask some other people too. Okay. There's no one this way, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I do like how the game lets you go this far into Yongen, but it really doesn't do anything or achieve anything. Just for detail, really, right? Having been to the real version of Yongen Jaya, which is called Sangen Jaya, this is a pretty accurate depiction of it. It's all full of these very, very cramped, narrow walkways. It's very easy to get lost there. It's not a very, like... I don't think it's a very touristy location, just because it is a bit out of the way to get to. But when I went to Sangen Jaya, there were just people walking around it, like tourists, I mean. I don't know if they were there because of Persona 5, or they were just there because they found themselves here. I didn't think Sangen, as in the real-life Yongen, was interesting enough to visit, but I mean, as a Persona fan, you would probably want to visit this place and be like, ah, cool, this is the real life. And I did see the real life LeBlanc as well. It wasn't called LeBlanc, obviously, but like it was roughly in this location. It's very neat. I think, yeah, if you're a Persona 5 fan, you would go here and you would have fun. You'd be like, oh, I know this from the game, and the locals would be like, what the hell is going on? Okay, wait, does the secondhand shop person know anything? Can I help you? Do you know Futaba Sakura? Futaba? We do get the occasional young'un coming and poking around, but I'm afraid I don't know them by name. No luck here either, huh? Let's go ask some other people. We had a lovely winter once where, because of the humidity and cold, you had pneumonia and something else, and what the— No, that is not a fun time. Hello, neighborhood man. Futaba? No, I don't know who that could be. I don't think anyone knows who Futaba is, right? Does the supermarket people know? What are you doing? We need to get... I'm asking the supermarket people. I guess the supermarket wouldn't really know the name of the person. It would be a bit weird if you go... At least you go there so often that you know the person by name. My... Oh no, the battery just came... Oh, no, the controller just came. Let me just recharge. Ah! I kind of feel like I want to say that I do go to some locations, like shops and stuff, often enough for like them to know who I am, but not often, not to the point where they know me by name. I feel like that's like next level. The cafe every morning that I go to, it's actually so nice because like even though the coffee is not the best out there, I really appreciate the fact that they know exactly what I'm gonna order. Because I walk in, they see me, they greet me, and then before I even ask what I want, they just get the cash thing ready, so I just pay. And then one time I went there and I was lining up and they noticed I came in, right? Someone in front of me was ordering something else, but they started making my coffee for me already. And then like when I finally got to the counter to pay for it, they were like, "Here's your coffee," like right away. Like they knew. Which I really appreciate, so that's why I go back. But the thing that's awkward is, what if I want to order something else? what if I want to order something else? I'm kind of scared to like say, oh, actually no, this isn't. I was gonna get something else today, and they're like, oh, what? But no, I just get the same thing every time. Your dad used to own a little grocery store, and the new majority of his customers. That's cool. That's cool. It is nice though. Like I gotta say, as a customer, it is nice to know that they recognize you, because like. You know, if you go there all the time and they don't recognize you, it kind of feels like, I mean, it's not a problem because at the end of the day, you're going there to buy something, you're not really going there to make friends, but it is a very pleasant feeling, and knowing customers by name and remembering them, details about them, it really makes you want to go back. Like I said, like the coffee is not the best in the world, but I go back to that specific place because of the fact that they know who I am. So, yeah, good on them. So, yeah. Okay. Hello, shopper. Futaba? Who knows? By the way, do you eat a lot? Hey, I'm a growing boy. If it's just you and him, then you've been eating enough for two, right? You must have quite the appetite. What, you're telling me you don't actually eat that much? Maybe it's Boss who eats a lot then. Oh, okay. That's actually some pretty interesting, I like how there's a soccer ball up here. Okay, wait, are you counting it? Okay. Hello, wise old... Okay, the wise old man. Surely the wise old man knows everything. Knows all... can tell me all about the so-called Futaba Sakura person. Futaba? Who's that? I don't think I know anybody by that name. But wouldn't this Futaba get angry if they find out you're snooping on them, though? That's a good point. I think we're out of people to ask, right? Oh, wait, no, there's a... Oh, the courier man! Yeah. Oh, by the way, because I'm always going on tangents, but I might as well talk about this now that we see a delivery man. Not Amazon, but delivery man. Okay. Okay, so I was really confused. Japanese addresses are so strange to me. So if you grew up in like, I don't know, like let's say the United States, for example, or even New Zealand, Australia, even the UK. These places typically, street addresses are house number, street name, usually like the general suburb or like the location, and then city name, postcode. That's pretty standard, right? Like that's like your go-to, your bread and butter. It's a bit different in Japan, or at least in Tokyo at least, because like streets aren't really that well defined in addresses. It's more like you're part of a block, and then every block is separated into like a few segments, like maybe 16 or so like houses or buildings. So basically your address would be something like the block you're in. Sorry, I think first be the location you're in, the block in that location, and your building number within that block. And that's how Japanese addresses work. And I found that so confusing, to the point where like I just like when I was like traveling and doing touristy stuff on my own, I didn't really look at addresses. I didn't even understand the address system. I try to. I mean, I understand to a point. Like I'd explain what it was, but I don't like know it to the point where I can like, you know, look at the address and go, oh, that's weird. This I understand the logic. I just don't know how to read it. Yeah. So if you were to get into, I think what made it difficult was getting into a taxi and trying to explain where you want to go. Because like I mean, I guess you can show them the address, but like it was easy to say a landmark, right? It was like, oh, can you take me to so and so station or that. But anyway, the couriers obviously. The reason why I brought this up is because the couriers obviously know the system really well, and I guess they sort of park up there. So yeah, they would park their little truck here or something, and then walk into the block, and then go through each houses in like a certain order. I think it goes like sort of like a zigzaggy order or something like that. But hey, that's how that works. So I just want to bring that up because I found it really fascinating that even like the concept of like an address is so different in Japan at least. But anyway, hello delivery company man. Futaba? Nope, don't know anyone like that. I come to Sakura-san's often to make deliveries, but I've never seen who you're talking about.
So, up until now, our biggest lead seems to be the chief buys a lot of food. Far more than enough for one person living alone.
So he's definitely living with someone.
Let's check out all the shops where you can buy food.
The supermarket. I wanted to go there earlier, but Morgana was like, no, we're looking for... Well, I guess we can have the information to go on. Okay, supermarket.
This place is close to LeBlanc, so we might be able to learn something here.
Hey there, welcome.
Oh, it's voiced. I didn't expect that.
Futaba? Over at Sakura-san's? I haven't heard anything. Sorry. Come again.
Oh, okay, then fine.
We didn't find anything on Futaba. I think our only option now is to go home and ask the chief directly.
He didn't really like him when we asked him last time, though.
You read the letter, did you not?
So you're the one who tipped him off about Futaba.
Oh, right. I think he... That's how he thinks we know about it.
You really shouldn't have done that. I have no intention of talking to you about Wakaba.
Tipped off? What are you talking about? Back to the matter at hand. Your parental authority will have to be suspended. I take it you're okay with that outcome?
What?
We came back at the right time to learn all this.
Considering the state of your daughter and your family overall, there are no points in your favor. Would you like to take this to domestic court? Our chances of victory are roughly 99.9% though. With these suspicions of abuse, there's no way you could avoid having your custody revoked.
You're going that far? I told you I don't know a damn thing about it!
We're extremely serious about this. As long as there's a possibility that cognitive science can be linked to psychotic breakdowns.
Fine. You win.
Thank you. I will contact you at a later date.
I doubt you'll find anything you want to hear, though.
That's fine. It will be up to us to decide whether the information you give us is useful or not. Next time I come here, it will just be for a nice cup of coffee.
And stay out! That woman is real good at pissing people off. What's with that look? You got something to say?
Custody? Court? What was that? He won't answer to what was that. He won't answer any of these, to be honest. Custody?
This doesn't involve you.
Okay. Is Futaba your daughter?
That's enough. Just behave yourself. Keep going to school if you don't want me to throw you out of here. You got that? Lock the store up.
Well, that basically confirms Futaba exists, at least. But it sounds like she's got her own problems. More so, our conjecture that Alibaba is connected to LeBlanc seems to have a pretty solid foundation. Oh, and didn't they mention cognitive something? I wonder what the chief's hiding. We can't really press him on the subject, though, especially after he mentioned throwing you out.
Yo, how'd it go? You find anything about Futaba Sakura? I've been wondering about that too. Have to hide it, okay? Whoa! So you did learn something. Fine work. I knew we could count on you. Ren-kun, thank you. Alright, then let's all meet up tomorrow. I think it's smart to not talk about it on the phone. Because of the fact that, in fact, come to think of it, like, using like a messaging app to talk about things is probably talk about Phantom Thief activities is probably not the smartest thing to do, given that it's relatively speaking easy to read like someone's private messages, right? Because it's on the server somewhere. Again, I probably can't leave, right? Yeah. So out in the open is actually safer in this case. The more you know. I remember now, actually. There was, I don't remember the exact crimes. But I remember that people used, hey, Salty, hi, hello. I remember, like, oh, actually, no, I do remember the crimes. It is quite, serious. I won't mention what that's all about, but there was a case where, the PlayStation Network, as in, yeah, the PlayStation Network, there's a messaging system within the PlayStation Network, so you can actually, like, it's designed so you can message your friends and say, hey, do you want to play Fortnite? You know, it's kind of like, it's designed for that. But I guess like nobody would think to check that, so some criminals used that to like message each other about crimes, right? So yeah, but eventually they got found out, and then we obviously discovered it. But like, not that I'm telling you, hey, if you're gonna do crimes, you know, talk about it in person. But you know, in general, like, it's not safe to use online as a means of communication. If you, there's no good way of saying this. Be careful of crimes. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do crimes. Okay. Oh, that's not my message at all. But yeah, don't do. If you do a crime, you do it a time. Anyway. Alright, let's because all we can do is play video games while we wait for things to happen. Let's finish Starfornius. Don't do crimes. Okay, let's start up Starfornius. Okay, I'm gonna tap really hard. I'm ready. Okay, we're finally on the last level. The art's getting creepy here. We've already beaten a lot of enemies, but be careful, the boss should be up ahead.
Hey, wait!
Whoa! Enemies just poured out of the holes in the background! Not the halls! You've come this far, you can't afford to lose now. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah! Okay, that wasn't actually that long. Alright, you managed to survive. This is really the end though? No, it's not. That was a fake out. That was only 10. Ah, it's screaming all dark. Whoa! It's the last boss. Give it all you got. Ah! Okay, we did it. Ow. Oh my god. The boss is disappearing. I think that means we've won. Oh my god. So hot. Ugh. God. You beat Starfornius. For the Thieves' Den? Oh, okay. I'm just doing it for the guts. And we made it to... No. Oh, stars! Stars! I see stars! Hell yeah! We're dauntless now! Okay, I think we can talk to EYE now. Yeah, we can, yes.
Alright.
That was worth it. Let's enjoy this ending. What is the ending? So this manual says if you send in the password you see after the ending, you get a prize? It's a promotion from years ago though. There's probably no point in doing it now. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to write it down anyway. Maybe some antique game stores are into that kind of thing? Got a shooting card. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, it's getting late. Let's head to sleep soon, okay? Oh yeah, Reload. Yeah, I was going to talk about Reload today. So, as I mentioned last... Or maybe I didn't mention it last stream, but... Wait, story.
A woman was threatening Boss?
Yeah. She was going on about domestic abuse and taking the case to court and stuff.
Oh, I think at this point we don't know that she's Makoto's sister. Anyway. Oh, I think she worked it out.
What's up?
It's nothing. So to summarize what you told us, Futaba is Boss's daughter, and he's abusing her? I don't know him very well. Is he really the kind of person who would do that?
I don't know.
It's difficult to say. Sometimes the person on the outside is much different from the one within.
Is it Alibaba?
Is it Alibaba? Yup. I've given you a calling card and told you the target's name. You should be ready for this. Why aren't you doing it? I told you to help you if you stole her heart. What seems to be the holdup? I also said I'd report your identity to the police if you didn't help me. Are you okay with that? I'm serious here.
What a selfish person.
Yeah.
Well, he does have information on us.
Anyways, this Futaba he's talking about have a palace? If so, we'll need keywords to get in. Try messaging him about him.
Tell me your keywords. Keywords? What are you talking about? Are you just saying random stuff to dodge the issue?
What are we supposed to do about this? We'd be able to figure out Alibaba's identity if we could just meet with him. Try asking him if there's any way we could meet up.
I want to meet you. Meet with me? That will be difficult. I have reasons for not being able to go out. That's why I'm contacting you like this.
He can't go out?
Wait, I get it. You steal people's hearts directly. That might make things difficult. Extremely difficult. One moment. I'm thinking. Okay, it's a shame, but I'm calling this deal off. Stop looking into Futaba Sakura. Forget this ever happened. I won't report you to the police either. Don't worry. Sorry for taking your time. Now, if you excuse me. Wait a second. I said the deal's off! We're never going to speak again. Don't expect me to contact you anymore either. We're not done here. Yep, error message.
Huh? Did he just shut the whole operation down?
This doesn't make any sense. Not only can Alibaba not go out, but he won't let us meet Futaba either.
Well, it's none of our business now. We can't contact him anymore.
But what do we do about Medjed? We won't be able to get Alibaba to help us with them now.
Oh yeah, Medjed. Whoops.
Maybe they were just pranking us. They made that huge declaration, but they ain't done nothing since. I bet we got them freaked out.
You mean they backed out because they're afraid we'll change their hearts?
Yep. And now it'd just make them look lame if they came out and apologized.
But
I guess with Alibaba and Medjed out of the picture, can we just say this case is closed?
You do have a point. I guess it is safe for us to relax a little.
Oh yeah, remember Kanashiro's treasure? Prepare to have your minds blown. We got 150,000 yen out of it.
Woohoo!
that's awesome! We can really go all out with that kind of money.
Yeah! Let's make up for what happened at the fireworks festival. We gotta go eat something fitting for the Phantom Thieves' worldwide debut.
Where would be good?
Ooh, how about sushi? I could really go for some eel, too.
The best method is to fill yourself on ginger before beginning to eat sushi. That is my master technique.
Wait, what?
You don't need to do that this time. Actually, definitely don't do it, okay?
I'm all for sushi. You're okay with that too, right?
I don't have a choice. Any other sushi's fine.
Then it's decided.
I love sushi. I'm surprised at how many people don't. But then again, I also realized that, like, I guess, like, raw fish isn't everyone's cup of tea. I mean, like, traditional Japanese sushi. I don't mean, like, California roll. Although, to be fair, I also enjoy California roll. I just have to treat it as something kind of different, right? You know, the mouthfeel sushi? Fair enough. Yeah, it is a... like, it can be a bit, yeah, because, like I said, raw fish, rice... Oh, rice is okay, I guess, but... Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, like I said. It's one of the food types that I think, like, if I said sushi and people said I don't like it, I would completely understand. It's stuff like pizza, which turns heads. Like, wait, you don't like pizza? The heck? I've met, like, 2 people who don't like pizza, and I'm like, why? Like, I understand if you can't eat pizza, then that's completely understandable. But if you can eat pizza and you don't like it, why? Why?
All right, we'll go tomorrow night.
You don't like sushi? Okay, yeah. See, no one in chat likes sushi. Want a sushi? I took it to a place called Bonefish. Have sashimi, kind of grilled trout. Grilled trout sounds good. It's good that at least most sushi places, or places that serve sushi, will at least serve something else, right? Like, I know that, like, my local sushi go-round, or sushi train, or whatever you call them, you can just order a beef bowl or something else. Like, if you're invited to, like, if 5 of your friends invite you to, like, a sushi place, and you don't like sushi, you can just have the meat on rice. You know, they got your back. But anyway, yeah. I like how, oh yeah, cool. Midget's been defeated, we win. Let's go have sushi. I wonder if all that midget business was just a prank. Now I think about it calmly, it's strange that they haven't actually done anything yet. If the goal is to target the Phantom Thieves, they should want to be acting now, given our fame. Huh? When you put it that way, it kind of makes me wonder too. Especially after they taunted us theatrically like that. Yes, however, it would be best for us to come up with a countermeasure regardless. For now, though, we should cautiously enjoy the sushi, and that's all we can do. Something's not right. I was thinking that too. I can't really put into words though. Yusuke is right. I'm sorry for bringing this up. On the day before our celebration party too. Cheer up, Makoto. We'll be eating sushi like kings tomorrow. Hope one person in particular is on their best behavior. I'm afraid from saying who though. You better not be talking about me. Woohoo! Okay, we can't go out again, right? I've run out of games to play as well. Damn it. Yeah, hey. We cannot go out. Okay. I guess we can, what do we do? Does the plant, does the plant need watering?
Hey!
Yeah! Okay, let's give it some mega fertilizer. Whoa! Oh, damn! I found kindness went up as well? Yes! Finally, I am empathetic. Prior to this, I was not. But I have learned empathy through giving a plant protein, or nutrients, whatever. Amazing how the world works.
Yes!
Okay, now we can... Guess what we can do is read a book. I guess we're reading a book then. Alright. Oh no, we can watch a movie! Let's watch a movie. Let's watch, what was the movie?
Oh!
The Craft of Sin... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Bubbly Hills 90210! Hell yeah, let's go.
You think I go out with her? What do I look like?
What? You liar! You told me you loved me just last night!
That is honestly... I've never watched the actual, like, Beverly Hills 90210. I've never watched a single episode. But just that snippet, that's exactly what those shows sound like to me, without knowing anything about them. That's exactly what they sound like to me. It's a show about young adults, set in the ritzy upscale neighborhood of Bubbly Hills. Whoa, is this what high schoolers are like overseas? Don't get any ideas, alright? Can you just say it's really, it's a really good vibe just to have, like, just sitting down with your cat watching a movie. That's vibes. Anyway.
Hey!
I love the way Morgana's sitting at the moment. I really felt the desperate need to be loved by someone. Maybe you learn a thing or two about charm by watching this drama? Thanks to the craft of cinema, I was able to enjoy the show on a deeper level. You've seen all the 90210, but couldn't tell you any character names or what it was about. Something just in the same room as... Oh, right, yeah. It's one of those, yeah. Nice. 3 points into kindness. Was it kindness? Oh, charm, right. Okay, that's good. I do want charm. Charm is good.
Well then.
Time for sushi. Yeah, it's summer break time. Hooray.
You seem quite busy, Sai-san. I take it you're stuck in the middle of everything?
The Phantom Thieves made a mockery of us when they brought down Kaneshiro. And to make matters worse, Mejid, who has been dormant for some time now, just declared war on them. How much more can they screw us over?
Stress is bad for the skin, you know.
Did you come all this way simply to be sarcastic?
Yes, he did.
How about you listen to my deductions for a change of pace? You may think it absurd, But don't you think the case you're pursuing and the actions of the Phantom Thieves overlap somehow?
What are you basing this off of?
The one point of commonality across all cases is how those involved have an unforeseen change of heart.
Bro thinks he's L from Death Note.
I've suspected that myself, but those suspicions are unfounded.
I told you at the beginning that this was only a deduction. These just Phantom Thieves are riling up the public. However, that is a disguise.
I swear you could actually like play L's theme over the scene and it would work perfectly.
Their true goal is terrorist action by way of psychotic breakdowns. Is that too much?
There's nothing at the moment that falsifies that claim. Have you mentioned this to the police?
I'd never tell them such things.
The police are useless.
The only value they have to me is in their mobility and organizational capabilities.
It seems having you lend me a hand has paid off.
L was the only part of Death Note I like. I think that's the general. I think that's the general consensus when it comes to Death Note. Everyone I've spoken to about Death Note really likes L. I guess they like Light as a character, but they don't really like him as a person. Because Light is definitely a very how do I put it? A very unlikable protagonist. Well, he's a villain protagonist, right? Because technically speaking, like he's a villain protagonist and L is the hero antagonist. Because we follow Light's point of view, right? Still, I still really enjoy Death Note. I think part of why I enjoy Persona 5 a lot is because of the similarities in some ways to Death Note. Yeah. I was really into Death Note back in the day. I think Death Note was like the first like... I think it was like the only manga I owned, like physically, for a very long time. And like, you know, it's funny because I let my friend borrow volume 11, I think. It was either volume 11 or volume 10. And I never got it back. So I have the whole set except for one of volume 10 or 11. And I should replace it with a new one by this point. But the problem is that okay, time to rant about Shonen Jump Tankobon manga. Every couple of years, for some weird reason, Shonen Jump keeps updating their logo. And on the spine of the actual books, they keep changing the logo. So if you were someone, for example, if you were someone who collected One Piece from the very beginning up until now, you would see on the spines the different logos as you go through. Here's a problem. I mean, most people probably aren't bothered by it, but as someone who really prides himself in consistency, I don't like it. But like nowadays, if you buy new copies, like because they keep like reprinting them, right? You get the new logos on them, right? So you can get like One Piece Volume 1 with the new Shonen Jump logo. It's like the 20th printing of it, but you can get them. But then because it's not over yet, what if they change the logo again? And now your whole set doesn't match. I don't think anyone actually cares about this, but maybe someone on our like Reddit cares about it. I actually really like the new Shonen Jump logo. I think the old one's cool, like, you know, the circle with the S and the J, but the new one looks pretty sleek. I like the new one. But anyway, they keep changing it. So if I was to buy a new copy of Death Note Volume 10 or 11, whichever one it was, it'd have the new logo on it. So, but it's so hard to track down. Oh god, I could have asked my friend to like give it back to me. But I don't know, it's kind of, I haven't talked to them for a while. It'd be kind of awkward to say, hey, by the way, you remember how I gave you that Death Note volume and you didn't finish reading it? Can I have it back? That's a bit awkward, right? I feel like that's the... Yeah, except because... Yeah, fair enough, right? Like, okay, okay, I'm gonna... I don't have any, like, nearby to show, but, like, for example, like, what is it? Oh yeah, okay. So here's another thing, right? For people, some people won't know this because they're probably only familiar with one. Like, if you own a Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch games in general, when you put them all together, the spines are very, very consistent. They're all red. They all have the name of the product or the game on the sides, and they're all very consistent. Problem. For some reason, for European regions and also Australia, New Zealand, the titles are centered. But in North America, and I think Japan as well, the titles are they're from the top to the bottom. It's hard to explain as I'm showing you, but like basically they look different. If you had a mix of North American and European Switch games, they don't match. You put them on a shelf, they do not match. What I've done with my games that are North American, I keep them separate to the ones that aren't North American. So start moving your manga collection from here, so the volumes will be different. Yeah, they probably will be different because like, especially like I said with example, if you've been collecting, for example, if you've been collecting One Piece, it's 100% it's going to be different. 100% it's going to be different. If you've been collecting anything that's been going on for a long time. Meanwhile, I think like series that have like Death Note's fine because Death Note is 12 volumes or something. So yeah, it is 12 volumes. So yeah, when you buy the box set, you can you just get all of them in the same consistent like logo. But I don't know. It's difficult with long-running series because they're all going to look different. You can't help it. You absolutely can't unless you. I guess the solution is probably wait till One Piece ends, whenever that will be, and then buy them all at once at that point. But here's the problem: if you go to the shop, like your local shop, or even buy online, wherever you buy your manga, you can't guarantee the store will have the new copies of it. They might even have like a mix of old ones. I've seen like collections where it's mix and match, right? Like Volume 4 maybe is the new logo, but Volume 5 is the old one. Oh, it drives some people mad. I think some people don't care, but just someone does, and that person is me. Anyway. Meanwhile, with like things like here we go. Meanwhile, what's an example of? I guess like PS4 and 5 are pretty consistent. Like example, here's my copy of Purse, big box sets for like series like One Piece. Yeah, I think the problem is sometimes the big box sets aren't like as high quality. Because I remember there was a controversy with My Hero Academia, the box set being like of a lower quality because they were printed in Italy or something like that. I don't know. And the Chainsaw Man's box set's also printed in Italy, which is why people are like, oh, Italy prints, oh, I don't want that. Because apparently USA prints are superior, and they might be for what I know, but like... Anyway, I think when it comes to collecting things, my advice is... I don't have any advice for it. I've been collecting things for years. I don't have any advice for you. All I can say is, you might have to get over it, unfortunately. You have a handful of physical Switch games, SMT 5, Disguise 6, oh nice, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Okay, but I guess I think if you buy them all from the same region, there's no issue, because they all look consistent. It's only if you buy things from different regions for whatever reason, maybe you moved or something, then that's when it gets hit hard. Here's my copy of Persona 5. So, okay, here's something I want to point out. I don't have any like non... Oh, I do, hold on, I do. Let me just... Okay, here we go. Alright, so... Okay. Right, here we go. Okay, so, for example, right, this is a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4, and this is a UK copy. So it has the PEGI 18 rating, because it is a... I mean, I know so many kids play this game, but it's technically for 18 and up. Now, that's what the spine looks like, right? Like, I don't know if you can see it properly, but either way, there's no age rating on the actual spine. So UK PS4 games, no rating on the spine. Here's my local copy of Persona 5 Royal on PS5. On the spine, you can see there is an age rating, and that's something that's exclusive to Australia and New Zealand. So when I have a mix-up, even if I have a mix of like European and Australian New Zealand games, there's still some inconsistencies there. So there you go. That's a lesson in game collecting spines and stuff. And I don't... Overall, you're gonna have to get over it at some point. Otherwise, you're gonna be like buying like one version of every... Oh my god, Anyway, that was a long tangent. And how did I get to that? Talking about Death Note. Wow. SMP5. Oh, that's true as well. Yeah, the Steelbook, that's gonna be different, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess in general, like... yeah, I guess you're right. In general, like, all PS5 and 4 games look different, so I guess that's okay. There's no, like, standard look. PS2 was, though. PS2, back in the day, on this region, they were all really boring looking. They were all, like, white spines with black text, no fancy logos, just that. They looked really boring, but they were consistent. Oh! I know something that's gonna upset someone. GameCube. Okay, so if you grew up in North America, your GameCube, you know how the GameCube logo is on the spine, but weirdly, unlike the other consoles, the GameCube logo was at the bottom of the spine. For Europe and Australia, New Zealand, the GameCube logo was on the top. So if you had a mix of like European and North American GameCube games, you have like GameCube logo on top, GameCube logo on bottom, and then oh my god, it looks so weird. But there you go, GameCube. No wonder it failed. That's not why it failed. It failed for some other reasons. But hey, it did better in the Wii U. Okay. So you have one more. A friend gave you Fairy Fence F. The second one, can't remember the name. I think I know the game you're talking about, but I don't remember the exact title. But yeah, I know, I'm familiar. Anyway, it's back to the story.
I'm glad to hear that. What about your case, Sai-san?
I'm saying when I say it failed, I don't mean I didn't like it. It's one of the best consoles Nintendo's ever made, but financially it just didn't do the job. It's why they had to take. It's because the GameCube didn't do so well financially. They had to take a risk and make something called make the Wii, which was a huge success. And I think Nintendo's been repeating this sort of thing where they make a good console, because the Wii U was good too, let's be honest. The Wii U was a good console. It just didn't sell so well because they just didn't market it properly. So basically Nintendo makes a good console, and then makes something really commercially successful, and then they make a really bad console again, and then they make a really commercially successful product. That's what I can say. How will the Switch 2 do? I wonder.
Did you learn anything from the guardian of that mental shutdown victim's daughter?
Yeah, I think Switch 2 should be backwards compatible, absolutely. I have a friend who doubts that they might do that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know what Nintendo might do. It would be completely stupid of Nintendo not to keep the current like infrastructure, the eShop and everything. Switch 2. I mean, if it keeps the current like library, it'll be fine, because then by default, you already have access to multiple games, and I sincerely hope that they enhance some existing games with a patch or something to make them run a little bit better. Some games desperately require that. A virtual console. I feel like with the way they've been doing the NSO emulator stuff, you know, like the whole subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online and get like all these SNES games. I don't think Virtual Console is coming back, at least in the form that we want, right? I don't think anything can save Scarlet and Violet. They need to completely rewrite the code. Scarlet and Violet cannot be salvaged that way. Yeah, I think the problem with their definitely the NSO is definitely lacking quite a few games that I think would, you know, are. What are they lacking now? There's a few. There's a lot they're lacking. If it was the full library, which I don't think is possible for them to do, but well, they can if they want to. They just don't want to. But then I think yeah, that's gonna be like the best value you can ever get. But the fact that they don't include some hard-hitting titles that should be on there. Like example, I was surprised because I was under the impression that Final Fantasy VI was on the SNES one, but it isn't. And I'm assuming the reason for that is because the Pixel Remaster exists, right? Because Super Mario RPG isn't on there either, right? So yeah, I'm guessing. And also, how they're treating GameCube games is really awkward, because GameCube, weirdly enough, despite GameCube being, dare I say it, retro at this stage, Nintendo still doesn't want to like claim it is. So instead of giving, and okay, while I admit the Metroid Prime remaster is really good looking, and I'm glad it got the treatment it got, I don't see why they couldn't have just made a GameCube version of NSO and have Metroid Prime on it. It seems like they don't want to do that because they feel that GameCube games can still sell for full price, or at least not full price, at least a higher price than giving it away for effectively like a subscription price. Because like Pikmin 1 and 2 are really key GameCube games. They're re-released physically on a cartridge. And Metroid Prime is another one. Super Mario Sunshine, again, Super Mario Sunshine was also released separately. So, I mean, GameCube, I think 20 years, 25, 20 years is probably like I don't like calling it retro either, but I think it counts as a retro at this stage because of the fact that, hey, if Angry Video Game Nerd is talking about GameCube now, it's retro now. It's old now. There are people who are playing games today who weren't born when the GameCube came out. So, I mean, I think that's kind of poor logic, but you know what I mean, right? It's old. It's old. It's old. It counts as it's a few generations ago. It counts as retro. By what we define retro as. I mean, I want to say retro ends at Super Nintendo, but that's just boomer speak now, right? Apparently. Breath of Fire 2 is best RPG on Nintendo. Oh yeah. And I'm guessing, and Breath of Fire 2 is not on any. I don't think Breath of Fire 2 is on any of the things, right? I guess because they didn't make it, right? Because they had to get it licensed. First name ColecoVision. Nice. Oh, that is quite a while ago. That is epic. Yeah. It is on Nintendo One. Okay. Good. I'm glad they included it. Anyway, okay, did you learn anything from the Guardian, the mental shutdown victim's daughter?
Nothing at all.
I see. Now, what should my next action be for our victory?
Handle the Phantom Thieves without remorse. Use any means necessary to win. That's how I would deal with them.
Very well.
This seems to be fun for you. Are you on to something?
No, not at all.
He just likes solving puzzles.
Well then, to our victory.
Okay.
Time for sushi. The place is in Ginza, right? Do we take the usual train from Shibuya? We've unlocked Ginza! Yeah, Ginza. Famous for luxury shopping, its property value is the highest in all of Japan. Yeah, Ginza. Ginza is your... Okay, Ginza is your very, very fancy place in Tokyo. Like it says, it is the highest value for properties. When you walk into Ginza, the vibe is so different. In fact, I would say that Ginza is the one place I feel is the least. It feels the least like you're in Tokyo, because it just feels very international. It doesn't feel like distinct. Like Tokyo has a distinct feeling that this is like when you're there, you're like, oh yeah, I'm in Japan. But when you go to Ginza, it feels very international. It feels like this isn't like. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's the same feeling as being in like LA, for example, or like, just any of the world's global cities. Ginza is really where that feel is most prominent. It's still a nice place to visit, but I feel like if you prefer to like go to Japan for the things that actually feel Japanese, then you probably won't enjoy Ginza that much. But if you love to shop till you drop, why did I say it like that? Go to Ginza. Also, the food is pretty good. Capcom could easily get 30 to 40 out of me if you must beat BF3. Yeah, Capcom. I think out of all the companies that will do cool things, Capcom is probably the closest to that. I think, relatively speaking, while they can't do everything, out of all the companies that are currently still active making games and remastering, remaking, whatever, Capcom's on a good track record. Everything's been good since Keiji Inafune left. I realized that like Keiji Inafune is, for those who don't know, Keiji Inafune is the creator of Mega Man, and he is a guy. He's let us say, how do I explain Keiji Inafune for those who don't know who he is? Let us say every bad decision that Capcom made after 2008, maybe, Keiji Inafune is responsible. And then Keiji Inafune says, "Oh, actually, I'm gonna leave Capcom, and I'm gonna make my own studio, and I'm gonna make a new Mega Man." And that game was Mighty Number 9. And that is one of the worst games of all time. So, basically, Keiji Inafune's track record or Korea is creates Mega Man. That's a win. Mega Man's awesome. Yeah, it's Mega Man. Then he proceeds to ruin everything Capcom has achieved. I think he got the team that made Okami. He closed down the team that made Okami, which is stupid. They were good. They made Okami. He leaves the company and then makes the worst game, one of the worst games of all time. And now he's And the funny thing is, Capcom is so much better without him now. Yeah, I think my friend actually funded the Kickstarter, and he wanted the 3DS version, and he never got it. He never got the 3DS version because they never made the 3DS version, so they just took his money and ran. But that's basically it. Mighty number 9, more like not mighty. 9, as in German for no. I'm sorry. But yeah, Konami. This morning, or maybe not this morning, but, or at least this morning from my time, I think they I didn't actually check it out, but I think Konami revealed the Silent Hill 2 remake properly, and I think people are upset now because they've deviated from what made Silent Hill 2 great, which, is not it's not a good thing when fan response is like, ooh, like it's kind of like, when you see, like, I don't know, like compare it to like Final Fantasy VII Remake, and how fans are so excited for the second part, and how everyone's like looking forward to seeing their favorite parts of the game remade. To have a response that Silent Hill 2 got, like, oh, this is different. This is different. And then then that's like that's kind of bad, right? Like if the fans think this isn't faithful, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. So yeah, Silent Hill 2. I'll admit I was never a Silent Hill guy. I think people around me played the games a lot because Silent Hill. Definitely a popular, like everyone. I think everyone, when you hear the name Silent Hill, you know what it is, right? It's one of those household names in the horror world. So there's a lot of hope for it. But the problem is that it was made by Konami. This makes me worry about the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake because Konami, it's Konami, right? But hey, different studios within Konami are working on different things. Who knows? Maybe this is just the one dud. Could be more. Hopium, guys. Hopium. Anyway.
All right.
You can invite people who may enjoy eating expensive sushi to hang out with you there. Yeah. Let's go to the sushi place. Everyone's like, wow.
The flounder is out of this world. That texture.
I don't see any prices listed here.
It's called market price. Don't worry about it. We got the cash.
It's market price. It's one of those places, if you have to ask for the price, you can't afford it. Why the fuck is Symphony of the Night only the Castlevania not on Steam? Oh, I know why. I actually do know why. Sony still has a claim on that. So Sony still has a claim on that to make it PlayStation exclusive. So Symphony of the Night is the only Castlevania game that is still exclusive to PlayStation. So right now, you can get Symphony of the Night on, and I think the reason for that is because the remastered build, or like the one, it's on Xbox. Really? I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it wasn't available on Xbox. Symphony of the Night, because the Symphony of the Night build that they're using right now is the one that came from the Dracula X Chronicles, which was on PSP, and because of that, Sony still holds the rights to it. But you know, maybe it is still on Xbox. But I'm pretty sure last I checked, it was only on PlayStation. But that was the reason I had for at least why it's not on Steam.
So good. Hey, is the fatty tuna ready yet?
Don't feed the cat. No.
Hold your horses and don't talk.
By the way, is Boss really the kind of person who would abuse someone?
That again?
I can't get it off my mind. Especially if it means he could be taken to court. What kind of person is he? Do you truly believe he'd do such a thing?
No chance.
If it's really true about the abuse, he'd be a no-good jerk pretending to be a guardian.
Maybe the chief is the one who needs a change of heart.
Hold on a sec. About that, I actually got curious after our conversation and checked his name in the nav.
Sounds to me like there wasn't a hit.
Right. Anything beyond this is his family's problem. We probably shouldn't get any more involved.
Wait, you think Alibaba could be Boss's ex-wife? He must have cheated on her, and that's where Futaba came from.
This is an insane theory.
Doubtful.
Your imagination has run rampant.
How foolish. Still, this is delicious. I've never experienced anything quite like it before.
Man, and it's all thanks to us being the Phantom Thieves.
Don't say it out loud, bro.
Crap.
Everyone in the room heard it. Like the other customers, the chef.
Fantastic! This sushi is delicious!
Oh, no one's gonna like miss. Oh my god.
Yeah! The fish is so fresh.
Everywhere we go, we hear about these Phantom Thieves.
What rubbish.
Yeah, what rubbish.
Think about where we are, Ryuji.
Sorry, it just kind of slipped.
My apologies for bringing up Boss again. We should just enjoy the food.
Nijima-san, what are you doing here?
Ah, this peasant boy. You want to play but don't want to buy a controller from a PS4 to do it? Fair enough.
Akechi-kun.
Akechi?
I like how the portrait for Ryuji is like suspicious looking, whereas the actual like avatar he has in the game is like wide-eyed at the moment. The contrast is pretty funny.
You're the ones from the TV station. Could it be that you're friends of Nijima-san?
Do you know this guy?
Oh yeah, Yusuke never met him.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Akechi. Glad to make your acquaintance, Yusuke Kitagawa.
How do you know my name?
Well, because I'm a psychic, of course.
He says that with so much conviction.
I'm only joking. In truth, I'm a rookie detective. You're a former pupil of Madarame, right? I have actually just recently joined the investigation team looking into the Phantom Thieves. Did you see that Medjed has declared war on them?
War?
Their website was updated just a moment ago.
For real?
For real?
English again.
Wait, what?
What's it say?
Huh. Why do you seem so agitated?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We just like following the drama. It's the tea, right? Hashtag Phantom Thieves gossip, whatever.
She's, a huge fan of the Phantom Thieves. A total nutjob for him.
I don't know how wise it is to be a fan of groups like them.
What is with these comments?
My apologies. I didn't mean to butt into your conversation, but I must say, this is an interesting group. Prosecutor Nijima's sister, an ex-pupil of Madarame, and a few Shujin Academy students.
He already knows. He just needs to find evidence.
It seems you're all connected to the Phantom Thieves. Perhaps you have better intel than I do. Ah, yes. I wanted to ask you something.
Dinner?
Regarding this whole Medjed commotion, if you were one of the Phantom Thieves, what would you do? Oh,
bro. I think on Twitter any of the other thing that use them. Yeah, I guess, yeah, hashtag it's just a way to like categorize. I mean, it's kind of overused as like a saying, like hashtag blessed. Oh man, I can't keep a straight face when I say things like that. But the proper use of hashtags is to, like, example, if you want to know more about Persona 3 Reload that's coming out tomorrow, you can type in on Twitter or Instagram or whatever hashtag Persona 3 Reload, and then you can find all the posts about it, because everyone who's talking about it, if they're showing tweet etiquette or whatever it's called, will add the hashtag, so that way you can find all the information compiled in one area. That's the purpose of them. But I think at some point they kind of lost all meaning and people just use hashtag for whatever dumb reason, like hashtag nice. Yeah, exactly, like hashtag nice, hashtag blessed, hashtag oh my god, hashtag fun, hashtag my day out. I guess these are all valid hashtags in a way, but like, it's sort of, I think the more hashtags you lose, the more meaning it loses, because we're trying to like make information easier to read, right? Not make it like over like you can't have your post be like half words and then like three quarters. That doesn't make sense. One quarter like words and then 3/4 hashtags, right? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that's hashtags 101. Anyway, I'm gonna say, oh man. I'm gonna say, if I were the Phantom Thieves, what'd I do? I don't care.
Unsurprising. I suppose you aren't interested in such gossip.
But I am interested in you. Dinner?
Sorry to disappoint, but we're just normal high school kids. If anything, we want to hear what you gotta say, Mr. Detective.
My profiling of the Phantom Thieves has led me to believe they are a group of juveniles.
And there are currently 5 of them.
They have a relative amount of free time after school and a hideout to slip away to. Furthermore, considering Kamoshida was their first target, it seems they began activity around April. In a way, all I've just said about the Phantom Thieves coincides with the group you have here.
Like I said, bro knows who the Phantom Thieves are. He's just here to like go, I know all this about you guys. What you gonna do about it? Like that's what he's here for. That's what he's here for. But dinner?
What? You gonna report us?
I didn't say I was being suspicious of you.
You're the suspicious one. Oh wow, that stumped him. I like how you played the no you card and it actually worked. No you.
I wasn't anticipating that response. You always find a way to rise above my expectations.
So, dinner.
You really are an intriguing one.
And?
I lack your calm mannerisms, but don't you think my deduction is an interesting one?
Sure, let's talk about it over dinner.
I bet we'd make a great team if we worked together.
Did he just wink at us?
What? The hell are you saying?
Reed's like, no, he's mine!
Well, this has been a valuable point of reference for me. I hope to see you all again.
That surprising answers for him every time at some point. Yeah, it's fun to have him be surprised. He's always like aloof, but then we can like actually go, wow, got a response out of him. Bye, Ketchy.
What was that about?
He knows. He knows.
Do you think he's ascertained our true identities?
Yep.
Nah, couldn't be. Right?
I'd like to say that it's simply us overthinking this, but maybe best to be cautious from now on. We shouldn't forget that Alibaba was able to discover who we are.
It is a little bit suspicious that everyone involved in the recent Phantom Thief activities are suddenly friends. Because like, when the group started with just like the protagonist, Ryuji and An, right? And Ryuji and An were involved in the Kamoshida case. And then Yusuke comes, the next case was Madarame, and Yusuke was a student of Madarame. And then Makoto was involved in the Kaneshiro thing, and now she's hanging out with... I guess even if you weren't like... I guess it wasn't hard to piece that together when you think about it. You gotta look for a while? Okay, all good. So, that's kind of funny. We're all praising Akechi for his amazing detective skills, but it is kind of obvious when you think about it.
True. but it's not as though he had tangible evidence to prove that discovery. Just keep acting normally.
More importantly, things are getting serious with Medjed.
Oh yeah, what did the message say?
Oh yeah, what did they write?
Here, I'll read it. We are disappointed in the people of Japan and their belief in the Phantom Thieves' false justice. Hence, we shall proceed with our plan to cleanse Japan. This process will commence on August 21st. As a result, the Japanese economy shall suffer devastating damages.
They're like, we shall hack the country! You know, that appears to be their plan.
For real?
Keep going.
However, we are magnanimous. We will give the Phantom Thieves one final opportunity to repent. As proof of this repentance, we demand that they reveal their identities to the public. We will attack if these demands remain unmet. The future of Japan rests with the Phantom Thieves. We are Medjed, we are unseen, we will eliminate evil. That's what it says.
Sounds bad.
In other words, if we don't unmask ourselves, Medjed will attack Japan, correct? And it seems they are quite the attention seekers.
What are we gonna do about this?
Only we could get in contact with Alibaba.
Our only clues are Boss and Futaba. Anyways, it's too damn hot out here. Why don't we go to Leblon? We can talk more over there. We went through all sorts of options on our way here, but looks like we got no choice but to ask for Alibaba's help.
Question is, how do we get in touch with him?
He cut off all contact with us after that misunderstanding. Then again, if we manage to steal Futaba's heart, he may attempt to reach out to us once more.
But we don't have any clues on what her keywords are.
Damn it, Alibaba! Where the hell are you?
Actually, he may be closer than we think.
Huh?
Hypothetically speaking, even if we stole Futaba's heart, how would Alibaba know that the deed has been done? Would he truly be able to discern that just from cell phone messages?
You mean he'd have to meet her in person?
Alibaba was able to deliver the calling card here. On top of that, he can check on Futaba's condition. However, according to the circumstances he put forth, he's unable to meet with us. This leads me to believe that it would be bad for him if we were to see the two of them together. It seems to me Alibaba may in fact be Futaba herself.
Whoa! Can I just say, one thing I want to say is that the group getting Makoto as an ally allows them to make smart deductions like this, because I feel like none of the characters, as intelligent as some of them may be, or unintelligent, they wouldn't be able to like figure this out. It's good that Makoto's intuition can lead to like this type of thing, so it's good that Makoto joined the team when she did, because how did the Phantom Thieves get this far without her?
For real?
I think we need to make a drinking game. Every time Ryuji says for real, take a shot.
So she's asking that we steal her own heart?
Maybe she wants us to save her from the scars of her abuse. That would be hard to ask directly.
I'd like to meet with Boss. He lives nearby, right?
I know where his house is.
I agree. It's real late, though. What are we gonna tell Boss when we get there?
We'll say this takeout sushi is a gift for him.
Good call. That'd be a fun 200-hour party. Oh yeah, true, it's a 200-hour game. You can always play along with my own streams though. He does say for real. He said for real like 3 times already. Within like half an hour. No, well actually within 10 minutes probably.
But my fatty tuna!
Sorry, Morgana, this is for the greater good.
No complaining.
Let's all go together.
Every time Mona said looking cool, oh yeah, oh no. I love how in Smash, one of Joker's taunts is Morgana pops out to say looking cool Joker. I'm really glad they did that.
Boss may get the wrong idea if he and I show up alone.
True. Time to raid his house.
Nobody's answering. But the lights are on.
Think she's napping?
Even Boss would have woken up with how many times we've rung this doorbell.
I would think Futaba would have answered by now if she were here too.
The door's open.
Ah, the gate is unlocked.
Dude, you can't go opening other people's stuff like that.
But look, the door seems to be slightly open as well. I wonder why. That's rather careless.
Whoa. It sounds like it's going to rain. We should get inside.
Do you think that's okay?
We're delivering sushi for him. We're not doing anything suspicious.
I don't know. Probably.
My apologies, boss. Hello, sir? He's not out, is he? The door ahead is open, and I can hear the TV.
I hope he didn't pass out or something. I mean, boss is kind of old, ain't he?
I'm a bit worried. Should we go in and check on him?
Please excuse us.
She's so polite.
Scream? What was that? How should I know?
Did you hear that? Let's get out of here, please! Can we just go?
What are you freaking out for?
I'm not freaking out!
Could it be Alibaba? I mean, Futaba?
Sorry, can I hold your hand?
I have a feeling this is, this part of the game is a lot of people's favorite part of the game. I wonder why that is.
I can sense someone's presence.
Who is it? Who's there? I can't take this anymore, I'm leaving! No, my legs won't move.
Futaba jump scare. She just like appeared over the corner going, hi.
Alibaba! Futaba! Hey! Come on! Where are you? You're a hacker, right? Just show yourself! I'm sorry! Please save me, sis!
Are you okay, Futaba?
Crap, he's home!
Who the hell are you? Don't move! You hear me?
I'm so sorry, sis. Somebody please save me.
You? What are you doing in my house?
We came to deliver sushi.
You're...
Oh, good evening, sir. We didn't mean to intrude.
Sojo's probably like so confused right now. He just walks in and sees this.
Nijima-san. Wait, are you two dating?
We're just friends.
Yeah, I know, she's still holding on. We're just friends, as she doesn't let go of the leg. Can I just say, the little frog thing that Sojiro has here looks kind of like drug.
Friends nowadays get that close to each other?
But that's not it. This, things happened and...
Oh, everybody's
You
here.
kids are here too?
What are you doing in my house?
We brought you some sushi, but nobody answered when we rang the bell. The door was unlocked too. We could hear the TV though, so we got worried you might have passed out or something.
The door was unlocked?
Yes.
I do that sometimes. Guess I'm getting old.
Excuse me. There's something we'd like to ask.
Huh? You want to ask me?
There's someone else living here, isn't there?
Yeah, my daughter.
Could she be Futaba Sakura?
You told Nijima-san too?
No?
Is there any way we could meet with Futaba-san? I think we may have frightened her earlier, so we'd like to apologize if at all possible.
Well, that's...
Is she sick?
No, it's not like that. I don't want you all getting the wrong idea. I shouldn't have kept this a secret from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk at my shop. She'll hear us if we stay here. Now, where do I start? Futaba's mother and I knew each other long before Futaba was born. Her mother was a bit of a weird one, but we got along well for some reason. She was sharp-witted, somewhat stern, a little socially inept, but always carefree. She truly was a great woman.
I see.
When something piqued her interest, that'd be all she focused on. She always worked deep into the night. I thought that'd change after her kid was born. But having Futaba didn't do much. Even with that, she always took good care of her.
Working and watching over a child at the same time sounds rough.
I guess raising Futaba alone turned out to be tough on her in more ways than one.
What about her father?
There wasn't a father.
Do you mean...
Well, there probably was one. I didn't know him, though. She never said a word about him either. She was single when she gave birth to Futaba, and single when she raised her. They were an ordinary, loving family. You could really tell how much she cared for Futaba. But one day, she left, leaving Futaba behind.
She left?
Yes. She committed suicide.
Suicide?
Threw herself into the street, right in front of Futaba's eyes.
Shocking doesn't begin to describe that.
It's gotta be devastating for a kid.
So... Well, a lot happened after that, but I ended up taking custody of Futaba. First, she was so depressed, she wouldn't even talk to me.
Was that because she couldn't get over her mother's suicide?
I kept talking to her, though, and she started opening up to me, little by little. That's when I found out. Futaba blames herself for her mother's death.
What? But why?
That part she's never told me. I wanted to know what led her to believing that, but I decided not to rub salt in the wound. Then, a few months ago, she started getting real scared. Even when nothing was happening, she'd say things like, "I hear voices," and "Mom is looking at me."
Visual and auditory hallucinations. Have you taken Futaba to a doctor?
I wanted to, but she refused. Even when I had a doctor come, she locked herself away in her room. Since then, she's become what you'd call a shut-in. She won't take a single step outside the house, or even try to see other people.
What about you?
She doesn't even let me come in her room.
That's pretty harsh.
Futaba is, well, a unique girl. She's so quick-minded that conversations with her tend to jump from one topic to the next. It seems like she's always coming to conclusions in her head. There's a lot I don't get about her. So, yeah, her situation is why I couldn't let you in my house.
I understand.
What Futaba needs is a safe place where nobody will threaten her. Somewhere she can be at ease. That's why I won't do anything she doesn't want. I don't make her do anything she's unwilling to, either. And again, I know that's no way for her to live. It's all I can do, though.
What does Futaba want?
I don't know. She just asks me for things that she wants, like food or these complicated books. Well, that's that. So, can you just leave her be? I'm gonna head back then. You all had better head home soon, too.
I feel awful for prying into his personal affairs.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
We do need clues.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
Candidate found.
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana. Where's Morgana?
Yeah, where's Morgana?
I haven't seen him for some time.
Oh shit. Do we lose him?
So, ever since we went inside Boss's house?
Is he? Oh, he's still in there.
Somewhere around there. He'll be fine, though. He's a cat, after all. The trains are gonna be shutting down for the night soon, so we should probably be heading home.
We have to go to school in the morning after all.
Oh, right. The urgent assembly.
Oh yeah, even I'm upset about that.
An assembly? What about?
Oh yeah, Yusuke doesn't go to our school. He's all like, you guys have assemblies and summer break? What the hell? What kind of awful place is it? How uncivilized.
Shujin has been garnering a lot of attention ever since Medjed called out the Phantom Thieves. So they need to remind us not to say arbitrary stuff online and add more fuel to the fire.
We gotta meet up for every goddamn little thing. Talk about a pain in the ass.
Morgana is Morgana.
I mean, it is our fault.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's contact each other afterward.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
You never went to assembly? I see. All I find is assemblies are never... I kind of feel like my old school did assemblies for the sake of doing assemblies. Like, it was like, oh, we should meet up every now and again, right? And they'll say nothing important, and then we go away. Maybe sometimes we sing a song. They got us to sing a lot, which is fun, but it's kind of weird. Yeah. They got us to sing Green Day at one point. That was kind of fun. That was fun. Anyway. This is, now that we know, Futaba, this is her room. I commented on her last time, but I didn't want to reveal who Futaba was. But now the game's done it for me, I can say, this is Futaba. Hi, Futaba. I do like her, I think they have, like, I think they're called Featherman in this universe. Like, the Power Rangers to the left of her. They're called, Featherman. Featherman? I think Featherman is the, name of the in-universe version of the Power Rangers. And, that's fun. Don't do well more than a... Yeah, fair enough. That's understandable.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
Oh, this is awkward. She's listening in on us.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana.
Oh, Morgana was hiding in Futaba's room. Where'd Morgana go? This is like I think this is like the one night where Morgana's not with you, so you're like, yes, time to leave. No one can stop me. Oh wait, hold on. Even though Morgana's not here, Morgana and I might pass each other. I should wait until tomorrow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, let's enjoy the one night without Morgana. By stay up late. We can just stand. Well, technically speaking, we can stand here as long as we want. It just wouldn't do anything. Can we even like read a book? Oh, that's cute. Joker won't even watch the rest of like 91210 without Morgana. Can we just say that's true friendship there? Yeah, you could finish the series by yourself, but no. We started watching it together. We finished it together. Can we make tools? Wow, Joker can't do anything without Morgana. I don't know whether to be upset or really moved. I guess all we can do is, as Morgana wishes, go to bed. He's back!
Were you just going to go to sleep without even wondering where I was?
I knew you'd come back. There's one thing. Morgana stands, time to roam. Morgana sits, time to do things in the cafe. Mona lays down, time to sleep. Morgana done, time to worry and do nothing but sleep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's, yeah. Morgana's body language tells you a lot about what you can and can't do.
I take it the chief told you about Futaba, and then you guys disbanded in relief for now?
How do you know that? Where were you?
You can't underestimate my intel gathering skills, you know.
You're hiding in you're hiding in Futaba's room.
I was checking out the chief's house. I didn't think our Alibaba would be so young.
What was she like?
She had long hair and a pretty young-sounding voice. Well, I say young, but I think she's probably about the same age as you guys. At the very least, she's surely no amateur.
She had like a glowy keyboard, 3 screens, and that fake-looking hacker text you see in movies that no hacker actually uses. Done as in gone. Oh yeah.
She completely overheard your conversation with the chief. And she can hack into our chats too. Even if she can't take Medjed down directly, she might have some kind of lead on them.
Just who is she?
In any case, we'll need to rely on Futaba to get closer to Medjed. Let's meet up again tomorrow. How about we do it in here? It's way too hot outside. Anyway, make sure you let everyone know.
Keyboard's backlit. I thought it was pretty standard. It is, yeah. I've got this baby here. This is a. It's not even on at the moment. I barely use this these days, but it's nice and clicky. So here's some Obby ASMR. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Okay, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. Please don't clip that. Okay. And we're going back to the present.
Futaba Sakura? She had one of these palaces? Hold on. While Medjed was targeting you, you chose to deal with someone completely unrelated to them?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. They were an unseen enemy.
Then how was Medjed...
Oh, damn it, Sai, you're spoiling the story!
What you said about the Sakura family generally falls in line with our investigation. It appears you aren't feeding us a false testimony.
I'm not lying to you.
If you're lucid enough for jabs, you can get back to your story. It's still unclear to us as to how the Phantom Thieves dealt with Medjed since their identity is unknown. If you tell me something coherent, I may be a little more willing to believe you.
It seems Sai Nijima is starting to seriously listen to what I have to say. It only took like... what, 21 streams? We are now rank 2 with Sai.
Alright.
Still, to think the Phantom Thieves would have their hideout in the home of Wakaba Ishiki's daughter. a coincidence. No. Perhaps it's fate. Regardless, we don't have time to waste. Continue with your story.
Oh, I've got time to waste. You want a mechanical keyboard, but it's fair enough. Mechanical keyboards are expensive, but they're really nice. I prefer them over any other keyboard.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, true. It's time for the assembly. They're seriously holding an emergency meeting right when summer break is starting? I guess they need to set some rules when the world's eyes are out on us because of the Phantom Thieves. Stuff like, don't do anything that will hurt the school's reputation. Spend your summer break quietly.
I can't.
I can't stay quiet with all this excitement going on. Medjit's statement was insane. People of Japan, you must not worship the Phantom Thieves, they said. It could just be a joke. There's talk that this could lead to the biggest leak of private data to date. I wonder if they're gonna target another site. I'm curious to see how the Phantom Thieves react. It's what I'm looking forward to most this summer. It'll be the perfect escape from exam studies. But the Phantom Thieves need to take action. They're the ones Mitch is after. This is bigger than I thought. We can't leave this be. You're right.
Yep.
Let's get the assembly out of the way. We have our own business to tend to.
Morning.
Hey, Ren. Morning. Is there something over there? Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late. An assembly during summer vacation? Are they crazy? Our school's done for! I don't care what the principal has to say. They're so stupid. I could change their hearts. I wish I could change their hearts. Next PC purchase is gonna be a Razer keypad. Nice. I'll be able to mouse and keyboard then, I'm pretty sure. Nice, nice. Razer makes some pretty nice stuff. In fact, the keyboard I showed you guys earlier was a Razer one. To be specific, you really want to know what I'm using. It's a Razer Black Widow V3. That'll make sense to someone. Clicky keys. Clicky tactile keys. Anyway. Why not make a post? Our request might be taken. Okay, what's assembly about?
Man, that assembly had me bored to tears.
You have a Razer Black Widow Ultimate? Oh, nice. Man, that assembly had me okay, I'm glad we didn't actually have to like, sit through that assembly. It wasn't actually important. Keyboard's complete program buttons and thumbsticks. Oh, nice.
Huh? Did you have school too, Yusuke?
I'm doing laundry, so these are the only clothes I had to wear.
Oh. Oh no. Yusuke, my bro. Give this boy some cash. Oh no.
You really should buy a couple more outfits.
Come now, we didn't gather here to make small talk, now did we?
I feel like Yusuke being poor is gonna be like the running gag for his whole character, right? Is that what it is? That's good. Razer Black Widows are pretty good keyboards. I would say that when it comes to Razer's range, people either prefer the Black Widow series or the Huntsman series. Huntsman uses optical keys, whereas Razer Black Widow is a true mechanical keyboard. I think I've heard Razer mice suck though. I actually use a Razer mice. It's okay. I'm using a Death Adder V2. It does a job. I mean, I know this better. I think in terms of weight, it's a little bit heavier than it should be. But I barely have an issue using it. So I think it's pretty reliable. Mechanical keys are good. I think I prefer the Black Widow. I think in terms of, because even though it's a gaming keyboard, mechanical keyboards are generally better for typing because of the fact that the tactile keys are much better at, so, you know, you make less mistakes. That's the whole point, right? So in terms of typing, it's a lot better. I also have this funky looking Logitech keyboard here. This is more of those pop keys. This is mechanical, but it's not really like a gaming one. It's a fun looking keyboard, I gotta say. I really like how it feels. I like how it looks. But overall, it's I only use this one because of the fact that it saves space on my desk. And also for some reason I plug in the other keyboard. It always crashes the stream. I don't know why. So I found that unplugging it fixes the problem. So I just when I'm streaming, I use this, and in general, I just use this as well. I also have the matching mouse. This is the Logitech Pop mouse. It's not. It's honestly, I kind of hate this mouse. I just use the Razer mouse instead. But I have this part of the set because it's you gotta match accessories, right? Personally, I don't care what name the keyboard has as long as it works and has a numpad gang for sure. Yeah. I had a conversation with Azu about this. Azu being the one American guy who's sometimes on these streams, and he lives and dies by the numpad. I'm surprised at how many people don't use numpads. When I was back when I used to work at in retail stores, and we obviously had computers to load things, right? I was teaching a guy how to use our store system and stuff, and then I told him to type a number in, and he went for the he didn't go for the numpad, he went for the number keys. And I'm like, wait, dude, is it, does no one, wait, what? I was very, very dumbfounded. But anyway, yeah, some people just type with the I guess that's a thing for some people. I can't imagine using those. I only use them when I don't have a numpad. But when there's numpad available, I would always use numpad. That's what you did. What the hell? Really? The memory sucks, but I swear the keyboard had a nice decade. Had about a nice decade. The numpad on the left. Numpad on the left? Must be a left-handed keyboard. Wait, do those even exist? Because I feel like, wait. I guess, wait, actually, I use the left hand for the numpad. Because when I'm using, yeah, I do this kind of like this mouse on the right and the I guess it makes more, in a way, it makes more sense to have the numpad on the left. Because if you're using the mouse on the right and you have that on the, yeah, why aren't numpads on the left? That makes more sense. Makes you think. I like how today's tangent, well actually we had a few tangents today, but this tangent is now on keyboards. How do we even get to keyboards? Oh, that's right, Futaba. Futaba was using that glowy keyboard, right? Never had a computer growing up, so never used a numpad. Oh, fair enough. So that's why you're used to the num keys, I guess, yeah. I had the old, the computer I grew up with was an old DOS computer, like a really old MS-DOS. Like, it's the type that you don't, that loads up DOS first, and you have to go into Windows manually. That was fun because it ran Doom, the original Doom on it, but it would ran Doom at 1 FPS basically, and it was the worst experience ever. I played Doom 1, the free shareware version, at 1 FPS, and when I finally got around to playing the actual Doom game running on the actual frame rate, I was surprised how fast it was. I was like, what the how is it going? There's music? Yeah, so yeah, that's me with Doom. Yeah, I just grew up playing DOS games. Even though I think I'm a little bit younger than the generation that would have been using those computers. I used that computer as a hand-me-down, not for work or anything, just for play really, because just a relic of a time before I was, or maybe around when I was born. That's probably more accurate. I actually didn't really use a computer properly until I guess I want to say 2004 or 5. Yeah, I think around 2004 and 5, and then that's sort of that. What did I do before using a? Now I'm always on a computer, but before that I used to go outside, I guess. Me as a young child. You don't know how often I was switching speed on 1 to 3 when playing Sims. Love quick switching speed, nice. I think, yeah, once you get used to a speed, you can't really go back to a slower speed. I find games that have especially some games that have a double speed option. If you get so used to double speed and you go back to the regular speed, it feels so goddamn slow. And it's a feeling you can't break out of. You can never go back to the slower speed. Grandma bought you your first computer in '93. It had 4 MB of RAM, and that sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's pretty close to the computer I was talking about before. That could barely run Doom. Although I feel like it's probably a little bit older than that, because that if they had Doom on it, it would have released after '95, because Doom came out in '95, I think. So it would have been when Doom came out. So whenever that is, I think '95. I still have a soft spot for Doom because technically speaking, it's one of the earliest video games I played, and also even though I played in such a horrible state, it really helped. Give me an idea of what games could be, because I think before that, oh yeah, that's right. I had my parents owned a Famicom, so basically the Japanese NES, and I did play a lot of games on that. So I grew up on like games that were a lot earlier. That were like a lot earlier than I wouldn't like my, so to speak, like for my age group, I guess. Because I guess I think for me, the age group, my age group, their childhood console would be the N64, and I did have an N64 growing up. But before I had the N64, I had the the Famicom. Or NES, basically. I'm just gonna call it for the simplicity. I'm gonna call it NES. So obviously, I grew up on like Super Mario Bros. And like Contra. Contra. I was good at Contra back then. Now I suck at it. In fact, one of these days, I really want to do a run on some of these old NES games and just want to see how good I still can be at them. But anyway. Might have been 95 because Doom was one of the first games I played. Yeah, I think it would have been Doom 95. Although even then the computer was so poorly optimized for Doom. So yeah, Win 3.1 for OS. Damn. But anyway, yeah, that's a little bit of Obby lore, my history with gaming, and I think it's a lot of it is thanks to my brother as well, because my brother he was a PlayStation guy, so he bought a PlayStation. I always had the Nintendo consoles. He always had the PlayStation consoles, and so I had N64. He had a PlayStation 1, so he got experience things like Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I don't really like 8 and stuff like and Crash Bandicoot, that kind of thing. Whereas I played like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario, and stuff. But I would always watch my brother play games. Like he would be playing his games in his room, and I would just be standing in the doorway, just watching. And then so that's how I like got familiar with a lot of PlayStation games, even though I didn't necessarily grow up with those games. But yeah, I think I only finally started buying my own consoles after he moved out, and obviously we didn't have access to his stuff anymore. So most of the stuff. So at that point, I started getting my own PlayStation 3 at the time. I think PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, that kind of thing. My first PC was first PC 97 at the second largest at home. Wow. What I remember, I see 2 GB hard drive. That's what I remember about it. Yeah, back then 2 GB was like, whoa, 2 full gigabytes, and now it's like 2 GB can barely fit it can barely fit Persona 5 actually. If you had Persona 5 on Steam, you could barely fit that into. You can't fit it on 2 GB. It's crazy, right? Teenager, you bought a PS1. Brother went with an N64. I see. So you had the opposite with my brother then. Not a single game. Yeah, I don't think any game, unless it's like I don't know, maybe one of the small indie games that it's like 2D. You could probably fit Call of the Lamb on there. Anyway. I like how Makoto's saying we didn't gather here to make small talk, but I gathered here to make small talk, damn it. You went with PS because of F7? Good choice. The original F7 was truly something special. And I'm really looking forward to the second part of the remake. I still haven't finished Remake 1 yet. I've just, as you may or may not know, I've been playing FF7 Remake on Saturdays. Although it is the opposite time, so some of you might not be able to make it, because I know that this time is probably, given that you're here, this time is probably like the time that's best for you guys. But I've been playing like FF7 Remake in the mornings of the Saturday for my time, which comes down to for Europeans it's nighttime, afternoon for Americans. But I've been playing through that, and I'm hoping I can finish it before Rebirth comes out, and I'll be playing Rebirth as well, so we're gonna have a whole Persona / Final Fantasy. Oh, I should mention Persona 3 Reload, because I should mention this because I haven't talked about this yet. To answer the question, will I be playing Persona 3 Reload? Yes, but not yet. Given that it'll be a bad idea to stream 2 Persona games at once, because I think that's too much Persona for even this channel, I will finish Persona 5 whenever I do. I don't know when, maybe in a couple of months from now, given this pace we're going at and these tangents I'm going on. And then as soon as I finish that, we'll start Persona 3 Reload. I think the reason why I think that's a good idea is, number one, it gives you guys a chance to play it. So if you don't want to watch me play because you want to experience it for yourself first, you can. Please do. And then you can see my reaction to it without spoiling yourself. And also, the other reason is because I ordered my copy online and it won't arrive for launch day, so I'm not even gonna get it tomorrow. You love me for tangents? I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. I enjoy these tangents as well. So yeah. Oh, F6 your favorite? Oh, by the way, F6, great choice. That's my favorite Final Fantasy. And then okay, what was I saying? So yeah, reload. Yeah, I won't. You make it hard not to give in and buy the game at launch. you could try playing on Xbox Game Pass because it's on Game Pass day one, right? So if you have a Game Pass subscription, there's no harm in trying it out. The Tangent King. Wow. So Persona 3 Reload, I will play it. The downside is it means I can't play it because I don't want to play it and then know what I want to give my fresh reaction to the game when it comes out, when it does. I mean, sorry, when I play it. So it means I won't be able to play it, but it's okay. I'm willing to take the sacrifice. I love Persona 5 Royal. Don't get me wrong. So that's good. You play on Game Pass if you like it, and something. Might have that. I'm not sure, but I think it'll be good. I have played Persona 3, the original, and it is definitely it's a game that got me into Persona, and it is a great game. I don't know if it's it's a great game for just purely good gameplay, because I think it was kind of a slog. I didn't play it all at once. I kind of played half of it and then I got back into it much later down the line. But I did end up finishing it, which is surprising for someone like me, given I just can't finish games. But yeah, Persona 3 is magnificent. Story-wise, it's really good. I think I'm more attached to the characters in Persona 5 and 4, but 3 has a really nice story. And there's some really good moments in that one. And the music. Oh, God, I love the music. Anyway, your first Persona was Vanilla 5, and then you played 5R and P4G. Nice. P4G, I know, has better story and characters, but P5R is more playable because it has better pacing. Yeah, that's true. I'm still trying to finish Royal. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to finish Royal myself, as you can tell. That's why you're here. You can watch me try to finish Royal. It's going to be a long journey, but I'm really grateful that I know that at the end of every stream I always thank you guys. And I know it's kind of it sounds very scripted because I say the same thing at the end of every stream, but I always mean it. I always genuinely mean it, because there's no stream without chat. There's no stream without people watching, right? Otherwise, I'm just playing games on my own. So I really do appreciate everyone who takes the time out of the day to watch me attempt to play Persona 5. But really, this is really just a just chatting stream in disguise. let's be honest here. All right. I just have a lot to say, I guess. But anyway, let's continue the game. You thought at the palace, you thought originally would be the... Ooh. I see. Okay. I know what you're talking about because I played OG, but... Alright. No spoilers, though. Alright.
Let's get to Alibaba's case.
Yes, we should.
Well then, I'll start. It looks like Futaba was listening in on LeBlanc.
But why would she want to listen in on the cafe?
I have no idea.
It's just like Boss said. She's a tough nut to crack.
In any case, her hacking skills will be absolutely necessary if we wish to stand up to Medjed. Going by what she has told us, we may even be able to identify who they are.
You'll have to trust in her skills for now, then.
Anyway, we found out that Futaba has a palace. But can someone who isn't evil have one?
That doesn't matter. A palace is the materialization of distorted cognitions brought about by strong desires. That's all.
It doesn't have to be evil, yeah.
It just so happens that a lot of warped people turn out evil.
She's so young, though. Pain she's gone through must be the cause of her distortion.
Maybe that has something to do with why she calls herself Alibaba.
According to the chief's story, Futaba has auditory and visual hallucinations, right? There's a chance those are related to some important memories she's holding. It's hard to explain, but those memories may have been warped by the distortions.
Basically, we just gotta steal her treasure, right?
Well, yeah.
So do we all agree about taking on Futaba's palace?
She's asked us to do so. I don't think that part is an issue. If we heal Futaba's heart, it will not only help Boss, but she can then assist us with Medjed.
I agree.
I've been wondering about how Boss said a lot happened after Futaba's mom died too.
Hold on a second. Our investigation of her palace may not go like anything we've done up to this point.
Why's that?
Having an individual ask you to steal their heart is an extremely irregular case. There's no telling what the palace ruler's disposition will be like, or the distortion that'll be there. We may run into some unforeseen situations. Do you still want to go in?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's just make sure we're cautious.
No spoilers. Also, why I'm vague when telling how far I am. People who knows, people who know. Yeah. What I've been trying to do with the titles of the streams is, I will provide information when known. For example, I didn't reveal who Futaba was until the game actually mentioned her by name. So I've been calling this whole arc, instead of calling it the Futaba arc, I've been calling it the Midget arc, which is actually, technically speaking, it is the Midget arc. But Futaba is sort of the central character in this, sort of like how Makoto is the central character in the Konoshiro arc, and Yusuke in the Madarame arc, and you get the idea. But really, we should be experiencing the Big Bang Burger arc. Maybe that's foreshadowing. Anyway, not gonna go on about that. I just read Big Bang Burger on the screen, but then I realized something. But hey, people who don't know won't know what I realized. That's the beauty of it. Anyway, let's continue.
Well, let's get cracking on those keywords, huh?
The ones we have at the moment are Futaba Sakura and Sojiro Sakura's house.
We got the who and the where, so all that's left is the what, right?
Let us try going to their house first.
Boss is busy running the cafe, isn't he? We should make sure he doesn't suspect anything.
Important memories, huh? I'll be able to remember everything if I turn back into a human, right?
I hope so.
That has to be the case. I definitely want this mission to succeed. If we can retrieve Futaba's memories, then I bet we can get mine back too. In any case, it's not every day you stumble upon a hacker like her around. You really do have a gift, don't you?
Just lucky.
You sure live up to my expectations.
Yeah, so the palace directly after this one, I definitely know from. I think everyone online has complained about that palace at least once, because it is like there's always one bit in any game where it's like that bit, right? I think no matter what you do, it's like when you play Ocarina of Time, you always dread the water temple. There's always like one bit of the game, like this could be your favorite game of all time. This could be like, I love this game. But then you're like, and then you realize, oh wait, I have to go through that part again, and that's that. I feel like that the next palace after this one, that is the moment. If Persona 5 is your favorite game, that is the moment where you say, oh, that part. So, yeah. And we are now rank 6 with Morgana. And now we can craft all the infiltration tools.
All right.
Hey, they went on without us. Let's hurry and catch up to them.
Now the last keyword.
What could it be?
She's a shut-in, so we just gotta figure out what she thinks her house is. If she can't get out, maybe a prison?
Perhaps a labyrinth with an unknown exit.
Maybe an oasis?
10 seconds, oh god.
Nothing so far. In that case, how about hell?
We don't have nearly enough clues.
If only we could ask her directly.
We can! Come on, let's go see Futaba.
But what will we say to get in?
What do you mean? We're sneaking in.
You have to be joking. Won't the door be locked for sure this time?
I'll take care of that. Oh, and I figured out where Futaba's room was when I snuck in last night.
What if we run into Boss, though? There's no way we'll be able to avoid his questions.
He's at work now, so I think we should be fine.
Oh, getting cold feet, Makoto? Don't worry, it'll be nothing. We've gone through loads of shit like this already.
This is our only choice, right? I suppose Futaba did get in contact with him. Perhaps she'll at least be willing to speak with him? Very well. Let's do this.
This is Futaba's room.
How do we get in? That's not important. Other little details on Futaba's door. She's put like the ticker tape. It says caution on there. The whole sign like private do not enter. It sort of shows a little bit of immaturity, but at the same time, a very like distinct style.
Futaba-chan, you're in there, right?
There's no answer.
Futaba-chan, are you there? I'm sorry for being startled and screaming yesterday. It was so dark that I got scared.
No reaction whatsoever.
This is gonna be hard.
You're listening, right, Alibaba? Is it Alibaba?
Damn, the message. Why are you here?
Why is she only reacting to that name?
You're Futaba Sakura, aren't you?
She's not responding again.
Does she not like us saying her name?
We don't have time to dally around. We need her keyword before dealing with Alibaba's identity.
We want to learn more about you. If we don't do so, we can't steal your heart. The reason why we came here is because we need the keyword to enter your palace. That's why we want to talk with Futaba Sakura herself, and not Alibaba. You don't have to show yourself, just answer some questions for us. Chat messages are fine.
I guess I'm gonna find. I'm just in response to what chat's talking about right now. I guess I'm gonna find out soon. I guess after we're done with this palace, how hell the next one is, especially with what I've been told. Who knows? Maybe I might ace it. I don't know. I don't want to say that. You guys are gonna like find this clip of me saying I'm gonna ace it and then I fail. Anyway. Okay.
All right then. Our leader, the guy who lives in LeBlanc's attic, wants to speak with you. We're counting on you. Try and get a keyword out of her.
Just fast forward. Fast forward everything. I see. What do you want to hear? What's this house look like? How is living in? Okay. What? How is living in this house? It's painful. Do you hate it? I don't.
Looks like you should ask something different.
It's painful. Why? I don't know.
Looks like you should ask something different.
Oh no. Why not go out? I can't leave this place. I'm going to die here.
Die?
Is this going to continue? Die? That's right, I'm definitely going to die here. This place is my tomb.
Tomb?
That's our keyword.
You think that's it?
Try entering tomb.
Input accepted. Searching for route to destination.
We got it.
Was that enough?
Yes. It was plenty. You haven't forgotten your promise of helping us if we complete your request, right?
I haven't. We made a deal.
Well then, let's hurry up and go. And clicky.
You idiot! Don't activate it here!
Oh, fuck. Look at Morgana.
It's a desert.
Yeah, we see that. Wait, what the? Our clothes are still the same?
Futaba herself is asking us to steal her heart. It'd be odd if she saw us as a threat. If she doesn't see us as an enemy, then your clothes don't change. That's how it works. But more importantly, I told you to be cautious. Why'd you activate it like that?
Is that why we ended up in a desert? Where's the tomb? Oh, it's so damn hot here.
Even though we entered right in front of her room, we didn't end up inside it.
She must really want to keep people away from her.
I see.
What a bleak feeling this place has. It's the complete opposite of Kanashiro's bank.
Let's hurry up and get going. Where's the palace?
Is it that way?
Oh yeah, There's something shiny.
The tomb in the desert. I see.
Random question to chat. How do you feel about desert levels? Because like, I feel like when it comes to like controversial set design, like set pieces for levels in games, desert is often one that isn't very popular, I think. Desert levels, water levels, and ice levels. Those three, I think, are the ones that are most controversial because people don't enjoy ice levels for slipperiness, they don't enjoy water levels for the swimming, and desert levels just look kind of plain. The part you hated most in BO3? They can be cool. I guess like Mario deserts are pretty fun because you have all the different fun creatures in it. But I think desert levels in other games, I guess, okay, I think it's just a lot of like nothing, I guess, because in open world games especially, deserts can feel very, what's the word? Monotonous is not really the word I'm trying to think of, but similar to that feeling. Like there's not much going on. You prefer the desert biome in 7D, 2D? Oh yeah, I see. I don't mind desert, the water levels, especially if you have to keep track on Breath, I hate them. Genshin desert got pretty boring. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing I was thinking about, right? How did you feel, but how do you feel about the desert in Breath of the Wild in comparison? Because obviously there's a desert in that game as well. The Gerudo Desert. Sorry, the Gerudo Desert. I keep saying Gerudo wrong. Gerudo. I only found the other day that's meant to be pronounced Gerudo. How embarrassing. But in my defense, they didn't have voice acting in Zelda until like Breath of the Wild.
Anyway, let's make our way there.
Yeah, desert like lore. Yeah, lore in desert is always cool because there's always something hidden, right? The whole point of a desert area is because there's something underneath the sands. So I really need to play the new Prince of Persia. It looks really good. I just hate Ubisoft. You haven't played Zelda Newer Than Link Between Worlds? You played Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, that's full of lore. I think Assassin's Creed Origins was like the moment Assassin's Creed sort of got back on track, right? Desert design in classic WoW. Oh yeah. I guess deserts aren't as controversial as I thought they were. I think they can be flawed, but there's ways to do them right.
Isn't that kind of far?
Are we gonna walk?
Of course not. My paws will get burned.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm glad Yusuke said that I've been waiting for this line. It's a Persona
I'll
meme.
make sure to put the AC on full blast.
You're so considerate.
Right.
All right, let's roll.
It's stuffy. Yes, I know. But it still beats opening the windows to the hot desert air. Hey, On, can I have a drink? Didn't you have mineral water?
I drank it already.
How are the guys?
Take this! Morons.
Is that it?
There we go.
Oh my god, it's Assassin's Creed Origins! Why did I say that?
It's so hot.
The AC ain't working at all. What the hell was that lukewarm air about?
That was the best I could do, so quit your yapping.
How does Morgana generate AC as a car? Even though he's going car form, does he? How does that work? Where's that air coming from? How is he conditioning the air? I mean, how does he have? No, that question's not going to lead anywhere.
For real? You are so half-assed.
What was that? You wanna fight, punk?
Jeez, shut up. It's hot, so don't make me more irritated.
To think her palace would be a pyramid.
Hey, a pyramid's a tomb, right?
Yes, it's a pharaoh's tomb.
That's how it's mostly known. There are a variety of theories on it. For instance, it's even said to be a device for reviving the dead.
Reviving the dead, hmm? It's beautiful nonetheless. It's perfectly conformed to the golden ratio.
Hey guys, can we go in already? I'm gonna melt. Oh man.
So freaking hot. Come on, let's get inside. Woohoo! Okay. One really cool thing I've noticed about, and you guys will probably notice as well, is that instead of hieroglyphics, it's just all like text, right? Like symbols. What would you call these symbols? Yeah, like text symbols.
It seems...
Futaba's palace. This is how she thinks of that house.
Indeed.
Who knows what may await us within? What is your call, Joker? Shall we head inside? Let's go.
Okay.
We'll find out more about Futaba's secrets in here, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, indeed. Well, let's head inside. By the way, the music in here? So good. Whoa, it's so nice inside. Is this place air conditioned or something? It may be because Futaba's room in reality has AC pumping through. Either way, this is relief. Huh? Our clothes haven't changed even now. This has never happened to us before.
What to do?
It is refreshing that she doesn't see us as a threat, but we are completely surrounded by walls. I guess this is a tomb. It's probably not made to be easy to get into. Anyway, let's explore. It's really hard to, okay, you know how like every palace theme is a banger. That's the truth. I can't pick a favorite. They're all good, right? In different ways. I think I vibe the most with this one though. Oh, but I don't want to spoil the later dungeons, but
This is amazing.
these stairs go pretty far. There's way too goddamn many. Don't ask for too much. You should be happy not being attacked with consent.
Oh,
More importantly, I can totally sense the treasure hid. We're getting pretty close now. These stairs seem to be headed into the heart of the pyramid. I wonder if that's where the treasure waits.
Let's go.
Well, time to keep climbing then. Let's go. Man, I didn't do nothing. I'm all for shit like this.
hey,
You think it's because she's not a criminal? I suppose she did welcome us in here after all.
hey.
Don't let your guard down. This is a classic pyramid, possibly complete with deadly traps. Yeah, it's not gonna be this easy. I'm gonna say that now.
It's beautiful.
It's the mistake of a bygone era. The real thing surpasses
Do
anything.
you think so?
I think you can actually call this the real thing.
Yeah.
Looks like our job's gonna be pretty easy this time. Huh? There's someone there.
Hey, is this?
That's Futaba's shadow. It isn't the real her.
Oh yeah, you've seen her face. True, this one's kind of dressed like a queen.
So you're Futaba Sakura.
Hey, where's the treasure?
It's doubtful that you wouldn't know where it is.
Hey, say something.
Don't be like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Futaba-chan. It's okay. There's no need to be scared. So, can you tell us where your most treasured possession is?
This is going nowhere.
Let's just leave her.
Will you guys shut up for a bit?
Those who plunder my tomb, why have you come?
She talked, but
What are you saying? You want us to steal it, right?
If you believe you can steal it, then try as you might.
That's rather defiant sounding.
Perhaps this is that tsundere thing, where someone is harsh or sweet depending on the mood.
I've never heard like tsundere being described so calmly before. Perhaps this is that tsundere thing I've heard so much about. Yes, I am a man of culture myself. I don't know if I would consider Futaba that character archetype though. I guess tsundere as a character archetype. For those who don't know what it is, it's like Yusuke says, someone who's harsh, sweet, depending on the mood. So it's like there's a classic stereotypical representation of this character trait, which is like, oh, it's not like I like you or anything, senpai, you know, that kind of thing. But I think really well written tsunderes are like ones that sort of like tend to be like, they're not upfront with their feelings, so they sort of put up a front that they're more aggressive, or you know, because they're not like they lack like the confidence to be the person they want to be, because they're. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about tsunderes today. Just Yusuke brought it up. Damn it, Yusuke! Done. Anyway, but yeah, I'm sure you guys know about tsunderes. If you're into anime at all, because chances are, if you like this game, you probably are. You know what that is. You don't need me to talk about it. Although I will say that probably one of the most famous examples of this character trait didn't actually originate from anime. I think Helga from Hey Arnold is probably like the textbook definition of one. But that's like outside of anime. I think her character is actually a better example than a lot of tsunderes, I think. So take that as you will.
Considering the state that my palace is in, there is no way that you can steal it.
Creepy child.
You killed her!
You're a plague!
What are these voices?
Murderer!
Why don't you say something?
Murderer?
You're the one who killed
It's all
her!
your fault!
This is horrible.
Hey, the hell is this?
Don't come
Don't
near
just
me!
stand there, say something!
It's your fault!
Murderer!
That's right. I did it.
What?
I am the one who killed my mother.
What was that?
My mother exists here. I will remain here. I will do so until I die.
Our clothes.
And now she sees us as a threat.
She sees us as a threat now. What's going on?
Meanwhile, in real life.
This again.
Oh.
Creepy child.
You killed her!
You're a
What's
plague,
with that
murderer!
now? Why don't you say
You're
something?
the one who killed her!
That's right. I killed Mom. I don't deserve to be alive. This place is a tomb. I'll die here.
That's right. Die!
Don't come near me!
Don't just stand there, say something!
It's your fault!
No! Someone help me!
Damn it! What the hell?
This is bad. I'm having a hard time getting a grasp of our situation. We should regroup and... What now? Oh crap! Bad! Run!
And now we're playing Crash Bandicoot. I like how we had a very, very stressful and depressing scene, and then it was followed by running comically away from a boulder. that is the mood whiplash Persona 5 only Persona 5 Royal can deliver. Oh god, but yeah, Futaba's story is very, very sad. As are most of the stories in this game. I don't think anyone came into Persona thinking it's going to be a happy game, right? I think the only game in Persona that's probably the happiest is Persona 4. But even then, that game's about a mass murderer. So, yeah. It's rainbows and sunshine until you remember, oh yeah, that's right, we're trying to find the guy who's murdering people. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Oh well, let's go fishing. But anyway, we're safe. That was too close.
Wait!
Now what? Avery wanted to ask Futaba what's going on. It seems the door is shut. What should we do? I think our best option is retreating for now. This won't be as simple as we expected. Why don't we prepare a little more and then come back? My thoughts exactly.
You're right.
True. Let's retreat for now and return to the palace another day.
The date that Medjed is set for the alleged cleanse is 8/21. That day is fast approaching. The Phantom Thieves, whom they singled out, have not made any notable actions at this time. Will Medjed carry out their cyber terrorism?
In order to stop them, we need to help Futaba Sakura before the 21st. Our deadline is about 2 days prior, so the 19th.
Meeting up in Shibuya, then coming here is a pain, right? Let's make this place our hideout for a while.
This place should have been our hideout from the start. I don't know what the Phantom Thieves were thinking, just being out in the open and just talking about, hey guys, let's do our Phantom Thieves thing. Whose palace are we infiltrating? No, but to be fair, I also commented at the time that hiding in plain sight was smart, because when it's so public, no one notices. Because Japan is, or specifically Tokyo, is a very, very crowded place. So if you were with a group, no one's gonna stop and listen. It's it's so crowded. Damn, I hate crowds. Sounds good.
Is everyone fine with this place being our next hideout then?
We must take care not to be discovered by Boss.
There's no telling what may happen inside that pyramid. We all need to be cautious so that place doesn't become our graveyard.
Man, this is gonna be one crazy summer vacation. We're dealing with international hackers and looking for a treasure in a pyramid.
How can you be enjoying this? This is a crisis of whether or not our group continues on, you know?
I know that.
We're just having fun. City living is country living. In the city, you have anonymity. In the country, everyone knows everyone. Yes, 100%. I kind of think there's advantages to both. I like the friendly atmosphere in the countryside, but like city living is definitely like very, very antisocial. And I live in a big city, so like it's a very antisocial experience. You don't really want to. I mean, someone could start saying hi to people, but people find it weird. In fact, there was actually a McDonald's commercial. We had like, I don't remember what burger it was, but they were like, it was like a promotion for like a type of, it was some sort of burger, some sort of like homemade style burger. Well, as far as McDonald's can do it. And the commercial was really reflected that. This farmer-looking dude walks into McDonald's and greets everybody. He comes in and says hello to every single person in the room, because that's just what country folk are like. They're very friendly. They like to say hi to everyone. And everyone in the store thought he was weird. I guess that was the joke. I'm not sure what they were trying to show with that. But yeah, that's a really extreme example of what I just said. The antisocial city life versus the very communal country life. Too private listen to live in the country, plus I need food delivery options. Yeah, fair enough. I enjoy the benefits of living in a city, but also, I don't know, it's hard to say, right? Well, but maybe that's me. I think it's extremely, it's like the cities in. I think, okay. Within the New Zealand context, Auckland is definitely the most antisocial city. You are very unlikely to ever be talked to in public transport. However, if you're in one of the smaller cities in New Zealand, there's a higher chance of someone who's sitting next to you to start a conversation. In fact, one time I was actually I was taking the bus home from school. And this guy was in town because he was there for I forgot the reason exactly he was there, but he was from like another city, and he was asking. First he approached me to ask, hey, because I look like a fairly approachable guy. I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, and then he just asked me for like which bus should I take to go so and so, because he wasn't from Auckland, right? So he started talking to me about that, and then like And then I had a nice conversation with him on the bus because he happened to be going where I was going. And I had never experienced that before. And I just assumed, is that because he's not from Auckland? Is that because he's not from a big city? So he's more likely to start conversations because it's completely normal for him to do that? And I didn't find the experience unpleasant. It was actually quite nice to talk to someone. But yeah, that's just something I felt, right? Anti-social hate is living in the country? That's very interesting. Got some bus ride friends when I lived in public transport. Wasn't terrible. I see, yeah. Oh, man. Public transport, and I don't know if I talked about public transport in Auckland before, but it's awful. It is by far one of the worst public transport systems. And I didn't really know this because like because for like public transport, I got so used to bad public transport that when I finally experienced good ones, when I went to a different country and then discovered, wow, trains, like, because I was in London, right? Say what you want about London, but the tube's pretty good. And I was like waiting for a train. I was told by a friend who was living there at the time, he was like, people here get mad if the train's like a minute late. And I'm like, what? But like a minute late, it's like early by New Zealand standards. Because here's what happens in New Zealand. Okay, picture this. You're sitting at the train station. You look at the timetable. Timetable says train will arrive at 10:10. So, so you're like, okay, cool, 10:10, right. The time is now 10:12. You look at the bus schedule. It says, delayed. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Trains can be late. Okay, cool. It's now 10:15. Okay, train's not here. All right, cool. Still delayed. All right. The time is now 10:20. Where's the train? It is now 10:30. The train has been cancelled. Go take a bus. That has happened to me before, and it wasted 20 minutes of my time. The trains in the UK are awful. I mean, I don't know. The tube is pretty damn good. I'm going to defend the tube here. I'm going to defend the tube. I think the tube's pretty good. I don't know about other trains, but like, I've never had, when I was using the tube in London, there was no issues about that. People always get, I've experienced DB, and I thought, and yeah, it was bad. The one time I was in Germany, I got the full DB experience. The tube is, it's a subway system, isn't it? Yeah, it's a subway system. You're right. Either way, my point is, it's still public transport, right? So I would say, the tube is good though. The tube is a good subway system. Because it works. That's all I'm gonna say. Because like, I mean, maybe it isn't by whatever standards you're applying it to, but compared to what I have down here, it is actually amazing. Because of the fact that I can, if I want to go to a specific place within the city, I can look at what connections to take, and I can figure it out by the train route, and then take the right transfers and get to where I need to be. Down here, I do not have the luxury at all, right? So like, absolutely, the tube is. I mean, even if the tube is not good by your standards, whatever that is, it is amazing by my standards, right? Because I just absolutely do not have the luxury of being able to point at a place on the map in Auckland and say I can reach there easily with public transport, right? I like public transport down in Chicago, but I can't afford to live there. No, yeah. The tube is good. Yeah, the tube is good. The only thing that's bad about the tube is, like, how loud it is, I guess. But I guess people down there are used to it. I guess the Paris Metro is not too bad either, but the Paris Metro felt really scary to be in. When I went through the Paris Metro, compared to the tube, because obviously I went to both areas as part of one trip, the Paris Metro felt scary. The Paris Metro felt like a decrepit, scary place to be around. I'll admit, I do enjoy the aesthetic of like a really abandoned looking place. But if it's an active place that's supposed to be active and looks abandoned, that's bad. Yeah. It's a rail system in the UK, it's private so much that's non-functional. Ah, yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It's like how maybe Kiwi Rail, that's our local rail system should actually work. That's all right. It is what it is. We're soon getting I think we're soon getting a actual train that goes between the Tron and Auckland. Okay, calling it the Tron makes no sense if people don't know. Hamilton is the city closest to Auckland, but we call it the Tron. There's a funny story about that. It's called the Tron Okay, first things first. Hamilton is a very unremarkable city. Hamilton is a very, very boring city. There's really not much going for it. If you were to visit New Zealand, Hamilton is probably not a place you would stop at. No, it'll be a place you would stop at for lunch maybe, but you wouldn't really, you'd probably check out the gardens and you would leave. You wouldn't stay a night there. But at one point, a long time ago, someone wrote an article about Hamilton and how Hamilton was going to be the city of the future. This is going to be New Zealand's greatest city. It's going to be called Hamiltron, as in futuristic, cyberpunk, I don't know. Anyway, everyone thought it was ridiculous because everyone knows Hamilton is so unremarkable, it's completely stupid to think that it would become a futuristic city. So we call it the Tron as a way to sort of be ironic, sort of like make fun of the fact that at one point people believe that that would be the future city. So yeah, we call it the Tron as a joke. So if you're ever in New Zealand and you find yourself in one of the cities and then someone says, oh yeah, the Tron, you know, and you look at the map, where's the Tron? It's Hamilton. Hamilton's a Tron. It's a joke. It's a really, really funny joke. It's an inside joke that everyone's in on. Yeah. But I'm hoping to take a day trip to Chicago this year. The plan is to buy a joint, find somewhere to smoke it, and then wander the Grim. Nice. That sounds like a day. That sounds like a day. Future now, the city still exists. Yeah, well, yeah. Hamilton, I think Hamilton's fine. It's not remarkable, but it's not awful. Like, I mean, it is what it is. It's smaller than Auckland. It's less crowded than Auckland. That's all I'm asking for. The only problem is it's Hamilton, right? I guess I'm just it's just so ingrained for me to make fun of the city that I find it difficult to say something nice about it. It's not that bad, honestly. I think as a place to live, it's probably not super bad. But the biggest cities in New Zealand are definitely Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch. Those are the cities that if we ever have a concert, like a rock concert or whatever, those are the three cities that will probably get the concert because those areas are the big ones, right? Christchurch being the biggest city in the South Island, and Wellington being the capital, and Auckland being the largest city in the North Island. And Auckland's really kind of the global city, right? It's sort of Auckland is like the New Zealand equivalent of places like Sydney or London or Tokyo, you know, like New York, you know, those kind of like places, you know, like the very international feeling places, which is I suppose a blessing and a curse in a way. I'm sort of like grateful that I sort of live away from. I mean, I live in Auckland, obviously, but I live in an area that's sort of far away from the central area. So I'm in the Auckland region, I'm within the super city, but I don't really have to like deal with the city that much from my day. I haven't been into the central area for a long time, actually. But anyway, that's a little thing about New Zealand. Fun facts about this little country I call home. Despite all I say about New Zealand and its flaws, I still love this place. It's my home, right? So, like, there's definitely still, no matter what kind of feelings I may share about it, I still enjoy living here. It costs a lot to live here, though. That's for sure. But that's life, huh? Anyway, back to the game.
That reminds me. While we were in the Mona car, you were staring at me with a dirty look, you perv.
Oh yeah. Everyone was looking except for Yusuke, because Yusuke's a good boy.
Shut up! It was a great view. You guys were looking too, am I right?
Indeed. The pyramid's golden ratio was truly a sight to behold.
This is why I love Yusuke. He's like, everyone else looking at An. Yusuke looks at the pyramid. Wow, beautiful.
It ain't what I'm talking about.
I wasn't staring, Lady An. I'm a gentleman after all.
You couldn't stare. You were the car.
It's not that you weren't, but that you couldn't since you were transformed. Am I right?
Will we be all right like this?
Your hideout has now moved from Shibuya to Teikyu Building Expressway to the Yongenjaya Cafe LeBlanc.
Not again!
I had a boyfriend like Yusuke. He was pretty great but frustrating. Yeah, fair enough. I can imagine it. I think Yusuke's a good guy. He's just very in his own world, right? And that's fun. I think that's fun. But anyway, oh, back to Futaba. Not again. Well, that sucked. Is doing this really going to help us do something about Medjed? Do they truly intend to follow through on their threat? It would be a shame if our efforts were a waste. Medjed will definitely make him— oh, Futaba hacked into our conversation. Alibaba! I'm checking in on your progress. How much longer will it take? Your heart is more problematic than we had anticipated. Hey, Alibaba! Can you really do something about Medjed? Of course. Unfortunately, we have next to no evidence to support that. Your work will be rewarded, I promise. Besides, you have no other option, do you? I suppose that's true. Can you do stuff like take down a server? Show us! Hey, don't start any trouble. That's all it would take to convince you? Alright, I ask that you take care of this quickly. Until then— wait, are you dishing us again? This is troubling, but we need to do what we can at the moment. I have concern for Futaba herself during all this. And why does it have to be during summer vacation? I don't have any other choice. Renken, as always, we'll leave it to you to call us together.
The sight of her palace bothers me too. We have to do this.
Oh man, it wouldn't be a Persona 5 Royal stream without Mishima showing up. I was wondering, this stream has been pretty Mishima free so far. Here's our boy Mishima. Oh, Mishima. I don't know. I know Mishima's not a very popular character given what he does in this game, but like, I don't know. I like seeing him during this just calms me down because he's— we like Mishima, right? We tend to. Oh no. Anyway. Hey, listen up. This is horrible. The fan site is gone. I tried to access the URL, but it says that the page doesn't exist. We've been DDoSed. The fruit of my labor has completely disappeared. Do you think it's because of Medjed? No, it's— did you type the wrong URL? I'd never do such a thing. It has to be Medjed's doing. Is this supposed to be some kind of penalty for cheering for the Phantom Thieves? But wait, they're totally jumping the gun. There's still time for the cleanse. I don't understand the Mishima hate. I don't really— I get it. Okay, I get it. I think the reason why people don't like Mishima is because he does— he is very immature, right? He— but I guess as you— I think— okay, to be fair, I think when you first play the game and you play through Mishima's story, you don't really like him at the start, or at least you feel neutral about him. And then he does something— he takes matters— like, you know the one like confidant we did a few weeks ago where he was all like, I'm the best. He starts getting this like complex, right? He starts developing this whole idea that he's like the mastermind. We'd be nothing without him. I think that's a moment where people kind of go, "Oh man, dude, this is wrong, bro." And he's also kind of creepy. That's true. Yeah, he can be. He's sort of like— I don't like using this word, but he is sort of like— okay, this might be a hot take, but incel light. I'm adding the word light to it because he's not completely irredeemable, but he does show traits of someone who could go down that path, right? But the thing is, he goes the right way of character development. In the end, Mishima's a good guy. The reason why he does everything he does for us is because it's coming from a place of love and care. He wants to make a difference. He wants to improve himself, right? So, I think people who have finished the game, or at least know his character development, or at least finish his story at least, like him, because by the end of his story, he redeems himself for whatever issue you had with him. I think a lot of people who have, like, because when you're playing a game halfway through, you tend to— sometimes you might be talking about the game, you might just post something about it online, and then you posting that online, leaving a comment or something saying you don't like Mishima, that's on there forever, right? So some people who read that doesn't know the context that, I don't like this character, like people don't know the whole context that you didn't play the whole game, like, I think, you don't hate him? Yeah, I don't think anyone hates him, but I don't think I don't think most people like him from what I can see. But again, I still think he's written well. Okay. Mishima is the Hamilton. Mishima is the Hamilton of characters. He's not remarkable. He's kind of fun to make fun of, but he's fine. He's just fine. Maybe that's a bad comparison. I just want to tie together to my previous tangent. Anyway. Hold on, something came up. Is this proof enough for you? What's that supposed to mean? Do you think it's a virus? Oh! Calm down. Well, it looks like everything's back to normal. Sorry for making a fuss about all this. I'm gonna try and look into it a little bit more, though. See ya.
Was that Alibaba proving what she said earlier? Talk about a crazy thing to pull off.
So yeah, basically, Futaba just DDoSed our website to show that she can do things. That's pretty cool. That's a cool moment to show that she is capable of doing that. And with that,
Let's do it.
I am going to save the game, and next week we will most likely start Futaba's Palace. And maybe we'll... I remember Futaba's Palace being really long, but either way, it should be a fun stream. If need be, I can go a little bit longer, because next week is anniversary week. So I have been on Twitch streaming on Twitch for 2 years. Well, I will have been streaming for 2 years come next week. So on Saturday, next Saturday is my second year anniversary. So what we're going to do that day is we're going to do a extra long stream, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I didn't finish Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask because I was playing that a little while ago. We're going to spend the whole day, well, not the whole day, hopefully not the whole day. We're going to spend a little bit more time on that next week on Saturday to finish that game. So we're just gonna play until we finish it. That's going to be the next stream. You don't have to be there for the whole thing, because honestly I can't expect anyone to be there for the whole thing. It also probably starts at a time that's not suitable for everyone, because I'm going to start in the afternoon my time, then go into the night. That's going to be what that's all about. So that's going to be my anniversary stream. But that's next week. When weekend hits, I have vacation from time where hopefully I'll be able to finish well. Oh, nice. That should be fun. So that's going to be that. Otherwise, this Saturday, Final Fantasy VII Remake continues at the usual time. So basically, it's like this time, but 12 hours earlier. That's the best way to explain it. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, we're getting close to the end of the game. Other than that, Tuesday is Call of the Lamb as usual. Actually, wait, next week I might skip the... Okay, no, next week I'm going to skip the Call of the Lamb stream because I'm doing an extra stream next week. So no Call of the Lamb next week. But Persona 5 Royal will happen on Thursday. I might go a bit longer on that because I might as well. It's anniversary week, right? I might as well celebrate. So not more streams, but longer streams, hopefully, next week. That's going to be the goal, to celebrate 2 years, because 2 years is a long time. It doesn't feel like that long, but it has been 2 years, so that's kind of crazy to think about. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. But yeah, I've talked too much today, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I will see you next time. I'll be out.